Just a quick solo before we go. Ugh. Might as well have a try. One person over there. I'm pretty alone. Well, we'll give it a go. Only one person in the whole of Pollyanna. That's quite crazy. Get up, get up, get up. Feel a bit rusty on the PC. Can't take it. Painkillers. Take that out. Need a backpack and whatnot. Come on, Mike, get it together. I don't feel good. I feel a bit. I should have landed in a busy area. Got a backpack. No, I'm not feeling the way I'm playing already. But we'll continue on. I figured I could get one in just before the show starts. You never know. Already 67 left. The numbers go down so quickly. Is that a spawn vehicle? I would have heard it, I think. I guess it is. No. Nothing. Not much to brag about. Wow. Just a shotgun at the moment. This isn't looking good for me. But I'm in the circle. So there is that. Yeah, shots quite far away. So health. Plenty of health. No guns to show for it. Nothing. Wow. Nothing, 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 nothing. Is that choke? At this point, I'll take a joke. Tell you how bad it is. Again with the painkillers. But no good on the actual guns. Onwards we press. This munching over here? Yep. Surely there's something in mansion. You would think. Don't have to worry about the circle for a bit. Might be quite north of where I am, but that's okay. Ooh, that was my neck. Running out of space. Not good. Do we have a gun? No. No. Gun, gun, gun. Come on. Anything. Got level 2 helmet. Shocked. How much nothing. Ah, here we go. And the Lord speaketh. I need that. I need that on that. Oh yeah. Oh, and 4. Alright. Fan doobie dozy. Plenty of stuff here. Just need attachments now. A few extras. Ugh. God. Scopes would do it. Bandages. I think I'm good for bandages. I won't need any of those. Hmm. Nothing. 2 times would do it. I think I'm good on meds. Time to go up, I think. We'll see. Scopes. There's a cart. My accuracy's not very good. Fun. Wow. Well, hiding it is. There's been 20 people left for a long time. Still 20. Circles coming in. happening? Hey, explicit Irish. How are you doing? I'm doing the weasel tactics at the moment, which I'm not proud of. But fuck it. Okay. Tut 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 indeed. Shit. That care package. Is a bit of a problem for me. Haven't got a ton of cover. I can see somebody over there. Shit. That's a big circle. Whoa. No, don't think the circle's going to work out for me. Oh my god. That is a massive gun. Oh, you fucking twat. Shit. Fuck. Damn. Not much I can do about that. Should have ran, maybe. Where am I? Left. He was a lot closer than I thought. There, you can see me. Bollocks. Never mind. Maybe I should do a quick, like... quick jump. Jump into the hottest area before the show starts. Who knows? That way I'll die pretty quickly. Definitely in 5 minutes. My aim is to die in 5 minutes. I've just been watching Black Mirror. And season 2. It's pretty good. It's very clever, Mr. Brooker. Okay. It's gonna be Military base? I think so. I'm gonna die in 5 minutes. 3 minutes. Has to be a military base run. Very close to it. It's halfway. I think it's only right. Alright, Antonio. I was listening to your yet another podcast and you were slagging off PUBG. Saying, I'll just go in. I know Chinny streams it. I just go in there. You know, 'cause my mate. Say hello. But fuck that game. I agree. It's a fucking shit game. Yeah. I'm definitely going to die in 3 minutes. There's not exactly no early. No, we've got the show in a bit. You got to stick around for that shit. Plus, I'll die. I've purposely done a hot landing, so I'll die quickly. In my polka dot t-shirt. Look at that, level 3 back. You watch now. I'm just gonna live. It's already kicked off. Come on. Oh, Stu's messaging me. What's he doing? I'll have an M16. Bitch. Almost got me. Not quite. Stu saying, someone's driving. She's gonna ring me in a bit. Somebody's over here. I'm in the circle as well. Well, I don't have much health. Yeah, I'm staying around. Of course. Chill night for me. As I return from the US of A. Yeah. Sort of thing where you surprised your bros. That's nice. Duke. Hey. I tried to die very quickly, but I managed to survive. So now I just keep going, I guess. Got good loot as well. Oh, look at that. Jesus. Unbelievable scenes. Amazing. But I haven't died yet. But I will. Flash hider, man. Steve's calling.
Well, let's just see. Let's not assume any.
Oh, he's answered.
Didn't think I'd answer, did ya?
Take it back. Take it all back.
Yes, I am playing PUBG.
PUBG.
Are you gonna play PUBG and do the podcast at the same time?
No. I figured like I'd do like a quick drop that'll last like 5 minutes. Landed
Why
in.
not? Watch this be your chicken dinner.
I know, and I survived it. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And there was-
So can I check? Is this PC? It is PC, isn't it? Obviously, because I've just seen the F to open a door thing. So I'm like,
No,
PC.
Yeah.
thing is, at this point, I'm not gonna win it because you two are babbling on. So like, there's no way.
Not with that attitude. You got to think positive.
You never know. Maybe you'll be distracted by us, not think about the the chicken dinner, and just do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
mate, it's the not trying that'll be it.
That's what I mean. Maybe this will be the chicken dinner that you've been.
Clear your mind.
Yeah,
Well, I've got a long way to go yet.
Think it.
that's
Not-
all right. You can do it.
You
Well,
can
we-
do it.
Yeah, we have total faith.
Well, this was I did plan for this to be just a quick one.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Quickie.
Oh yeah.
And,
Oh yeah. There is nothing wrong with a quickie.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Y'all ready?
We are ready.
I am Rick Ponding.
Welcome yo to the veteran gamers. Juju, Jimmy, other fellas will tell you about it. Reviews and an indie pick. Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite savior.
Really?
It's the veteran gamers.
Welcome to the flower shop.
Veteran gamers.
Oh, somebody please pick
It's
up
the
the
veteran
children.
gamers. Yeah, boy.
Hate crime!
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
Whenever you notice something like that, a wizard did it.
I see. All right, yes. But in episode AG4.
Wizard.
Hello and welcome to episode 424 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yeah, 424. It's like the inverse of 242. Schwei, wir, schwei. And then it would be wir, schwei, wir.
You're referring to front 242, I'm
Front
guessing.
242. Never stop.
There you go. And Chinny's like, who the hell are going on
what am I
about?
talking about?
They were kind of like thrash electronica. I don't even know how you describe
block
it.
the target.
Kind of like
You
thrashy.
made the line.
Yeah, they're pretty hardcore.
Three,
front
you
242.
slowly spread the net.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Sounds
They were
great.
kind of little bit like Nitzareb. So kind of similar to Nitzareb.
You're just saying like, oh, a little bit like Clep the Fluck.
You know, it's Eb.
You know Nitzareb.
No.
Song.
Stop
Oh,
it.
I love this tune.
Stop it.
Oh,
Stop
such a
it.
great track.
Stop doing things.
When I need to do a lot of work, I'll put on their song "Never Stop" and just be like, "Never stop, never stop."
You know, it's
Eh?
ages since I've heard front 242.
Duchess was all about
So-
we should play "Till Death Do Us Part," their song about marriage, at our wedding reception, and so we did.
Wow, I bet that got everyone up dancing. Can you imagine? Everyone was like,
like,
what
what
the fuck
is
is this? What is this? Why is he not Lionel Richie or something? What the hell's going on?
Nah, let's get you moving. Come on, yeah, until death us do part. Anyway, how is everybody?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm not very good now.
I'm better now that you've played that. I feel
I know,
like
right? Hey, I'll
energized.
take an elevation of Stu's mood if it means a devolution of Chinny's mood.
Exactly. I'm elevated now because of that. Ginny's like, see, but Ginny, this is good. It's distracting you from the game, so
Yeah.
it's all good. Yeah, everything we do
Yes.
is to help you get your chicken dinner.
There
I haven't
you
really
go.
played many solos. Like this is the, I think I played. No, I played one just before this game, and then there was literally 5 minutes to go, and I thought I'll just drop into the most busiest area. So I dropped into the military base, and I lived. So now I'm,
Thought you'd get wiped out, but you actually conquered everybody.
and I got decent
We'll
loot. I
distract
got
you,
flash
let you
hiders. I got my favourite
lights.
combination of guns, which is an M16. I got my favourite scope, which is a 2x. I got my favourite SMG, which is a UMP9. So I can't wait to get shot in the head instantly.
It'll work great. Yeah, you're gonna make it till the second person, and then you'll get killed when you were second in place.
I think
You'll
when we
go
get to 10, if I get to 10, I'll start commentating for the audio
So-
listeners.
Yeah, it'd be good. This would be good. It could be good, or it could be
Live
shit.
on the show.
It could be good, or it could be really shit.
It's time. It's story time. Story time.
I had a story, but now I don't remember.
Oh my god, that's just rubbish. What is that?
Oh, but it's okay because I have another one. So we have our local that we go to for brunch on Sunday mornings, and we went there, and there was this little girl who was setting up a Girl Scout cookie stand at the tavern. And we're like, all right. So we bought some cookies from her. Oh yeah, caramel delights. They're tasty.
Are they homemade by the kids though, or are they just selling?
not. Absolutely.
Uh,
They're made by ABC Bakeries, a division of Interbake Foods LLC.
It's a bit rubbish. I was expecting bits of snot and fluff and stuff to be in them. You know what I mean?
That's why they don't do it that way, because you would get kids sneezing all over the cookies and shit.
Yeah, but that's what you want, man. That's authentic, then, isn't it?
Ugh. You want snotty cookies? You fine. Go
I wouldn't
ahead.
necessarily eat them, but you know, it shows authenticity.
Yeah.
Bit of snot
Hey,
smeared
what's
on
up,
it, never
Black
did any on any
Panther?
harm.
Oh my goodness. Have y'all seen Black
Look.
Panther yet?
No,
Oh,
No,
it's so good.
is it good? We went to watch The Shape of Water.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I heard
yeah.
good things about that. I want to see it.
All pretentious people are talking about that, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good,
Of course
but
it is.
it is a bit overrated, if I'm being honest. It's
Whatever.
kind of like, have you ever seen Amelie?
No.
Ugh, Amelie sucks.
It reminded me a lot of Amelie in art style, and obviously the way it was presented is very, very, that really high fantastical, you know,
Yeah.
almost whimsical to a point.
Well, you know, there's the Mabim Bam thing about Amelie.
This Yahoo was sent in by Amelie Belcher. Thanks, Amelie. It's by Yahoo Answers user.
Amelie?
What was that?
It's
One
right
more
next
time.
to the Amelie
From the
film.
movie Amelie?
Amelie?
Because she just walks
That's not
around.
an
The,
impression. You just.
it's about a young girl
Hello, I am Amelie.
who can only say her own name.
I cook an egg with a spoon.
So beautiful. Thank you, Mabim Bam, for being awesome. If
Yeah,
you want
there you go.
more of those jokes, you can just do a search for my brother, and me, Mabim Bam, and then the name Amelie, and you'll hear the whole bit. Also,
Well-
look for Shut Up, Ron, or I Hate You, Ron. That's another good bit they did.
Yeah, I was going to say, though, it is Guillermo del Toro in so much as it is peppered with graphic violence every now and again.
Well, sure.
Well, sure. And it is incredible how much the creature looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon when you put them aside, which is obviously the influence for the film. But
Movie, right?
pardon?
Same basic movie, yeah.
Kind of, yes, I guess. But he's obviously reimagining of it. But what I'm saying is the creatures, you know, the special effects, it looks identical. You know, they've really made sure it look, you know, obviously a little bit more sophisticated now. But you know, everything's in the same places, same gills, the same sort of coloration. It's very cool, I've got to say. It was good. It wasn't a terrible
I
movie,
wanna
but
see
it
it.
is. But it
Jenny,
is a
what
bit.
movie have you seen?
Yeah,
What?
actually, what movie have you seen?
This week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking movies. What have you seen?
Kid, you got wax in your ears.
I don't think I've seen a movie this week. I've been watching Black Mirror, so
And talk about a movie you've seen recently.
I've
Yeah,
been
well-
Pain and Gain is one I saw recently.
Pain and Gain. What is that?
It's a Michael Bay movie.
Oh God, it's be terrible.
I know, yeah, that's what you think, but it's actually
It is what I think.
It's better than it should be. Is the answer.
They had a trailer before Black Panther for a movie. I don't even know what it's called, but it's like the Hurricane Heist or something. These people go to rob a treasury armor or like a vault while a hurricane's about to hit. And it's just the most ludicrous nonsense ever. And it's like, by the director of Fast and Furious 14 or whatever. And when it got done, somebody in the theater yelled out, boring.
Nice.
But there's been, what was it? There was one called something to do with rain, and there was like a bank heist when there was like floods and stuff. They've done this before, natural disasters crossed with bank heist movies.
Well, they don't have any ideas for an original bank heist movie, so why don't we just combine it with another dime a dozen kind of film?
Well, people lap it up, though. People like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, stupid people. The
Yeah,
audience
can I ask you-
action, adventure, wrestling, and plenty of it.
Can I ask you a question, Duke, about the cinema
I-
in America? Right?
Yeah, shoot. Let me hear you shoot.
It's often portrayed that audiences, when they go to the pictures in America, clap at the end of
That's true.
films.
That's true.
And is it true? Does this happen all the
Depends
time?
It's not happened very often when I've gone to the cinema, but there have been two. One after Fahrenheit 9/11, because Michael Moore put on the screen everything all of us have been thinking and feeling, so that was a relief. So that was like a really moment. And they clapped when Tammy Baldwin, who's our senator from Wisconsin, when she was on the screen. That was cool. And then we clapped after Get Out, because that was great.
Yeah, it's a good
And
film.
we clapped at the end of Black Panther. Those are the only ones I can remember doing it at.
Yeah, it's just weird. I just think it's weird because they don't know you're doing it. You know, it's a film.
Of course not. But it's not for. I mean, it's a sign of approval from the community to the universe. Like, it's not. We know that the people, you know, but if there's a film critic, then they know that people liked it, and it's a way. I don't know. I think it's more of a communal thing of just like, hey, we all agree that was pretty good, right? So yeah, you're right that obviously the filmmakers aren't going to hear it. But
I mean, it has only
it's
ever
an art
happened.
ritual. There's no doubt about that.
It has only happened once when I've been to the cinema in the UK.
Yeah.
Only once, and it was a weird. Well, it wasn't a weird movie for it to happen, but it's not the best movie for it to happen, which was the remake of Karate Kid.
Really?
Right?
Wow.
And when he does that weird CGI wired flippy over kick, everyone was clapping, and I was just like, "What are you doing? What
See,
is
and
going on?"
Is that the one with Jaden Smith, you mean?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of want to see it because I don't know. I'm curious to know how they're telling this tale to a new generation. Because
It was all right. It was all right, actually.
Karate Kid's one of the most important movies ever made about teaching. So whatever. But yeah, it is a weird phenomenon. I remember when I saw the original Karate Kid, and you know, coming out of the theater, it's like when you saw Rocky. Like, people were punching the air and like sparring with each other and stuff on the way out. Like, in the Karate Kid, everyone's doing that stupid crane move. Like, you know, when you're a kid, those movies have a big impact on you, and you get psyched up about doing karate and stuff. And it's like,
Yeah, Footloose, man. Everyone's dancing in towns
Well,
where
yeah,
you're not supposed to.
yeah.
Repression. That's what I was being repressed.
Time's over, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think it is
Time's
over.
Isn't it?
What? So time's over.
What you been playing? What you been playing?
Right, Duke, you can go first, seeing as Chinny's playing stuff.
Well, he's not going to put my cool images on the screen, though.
No, he isn't, because
Oh,
he's too busy trying to get his chicken dinner for once. We're going to have to watch Chicken Dinner,
Yeah.
you know.
I shouldn't have started the What You've Been Playing segment too soon. That's my bad. Anyway, it's okay. I'm playing Rocket League. Woo! Rocket League.
Woohoo, Rocket League.
Stu, for your suggestion of making two cars, one with the gold and one with this platinum wheels.
Wow.
And yeah, I did it, and it's a great way to do it. Like, I've really had fun with it and had a lot of good games. Yeah, nothing to really say about Rocket League,
But
but
your car looks better.
my car looks better. Yes, absolutely. Oh shit, Chinny got another kill. Nice job, Chinny.
I know, he's doing all right here. He's doing well.
He almost bit it on that one though.
I know, yeah. I
Good.
was a bit concerned for a second.
Yeah.
You had the drop on that dude, so in a way,
It's kind of what is kind of funny is people still do the Halo bunny hopping, don't they? It was like,
what are you supposed to
bunny
do
hopping.
to avoid getting shot?
Yeah, that's what you do in real life. It'd work probably not.
Anyway, so the other game I've been playing a lot this week is Minecraft because I don't know, once in a while I'll get that itch. And there's this website or there's this community called Imagine Craft, which is a really good server. If anybody out there is listening to the sound of my voice and you play Minecraft on the PC or you haven't in a while and you want to get back into it, the Imagine Craft server, do a search for Imagine Craft. It's a whitelisted server, so you have to petition to get in and you have to like answer questions and stuff, but they're really friendly. And the nice thing about it is, in addition to being a good survival server, and friendly people who will actually chat, because sometimes you'll go to a friendly server and there will be people there, but nobody ever talks about anything. So it's just like, okay, I could play it by myself and do this. But anyway, it's got a good system of portals for getting around. And but the other nice thing is there's this like daily reward. When you play for a half an hour a day, you'll get this notification. You can collect your daily reward. And it'll be various things. I recently got a whole mess of the sea lanterns, which are pretty rare, and you have to get them from the sea fortresses normally. So I built a wall around my town, and if Chinny weren't goofing around with his gun in the grass, he could show people the slideshow I prepared, but it's okay.
22 people left. I'm going to die soon, don't worry.
Yeah, he's doing well. You're doing well. You're doing well. Keep going. Keep going. Chicken dinner's on its way.
Yeah, exactly. Go get him, Chinny. You can do it.
You can do it, Chinny, live on the show. Come on, let's have this.
Do it live.
Do it live.
So I made this wall around my town, it took a long time because it's a big town that I've built. And I'm working on a new roller coaster. Oh, yeah. And I set up this room. Well, I set up there. It went underwater and I went all around the town a little bit. And then I went down into there's a little cave underneath my town. And I had taken the other roller coaster that I had done. I had taken it down in there, but only a little bit, and then I immediately came back up. So when someone rode my old roller coaster, they were like, I thought you were going to do more in the cave. And I was like, don't worry, that'll be my next roller coaster. So that's this roller coaster that I'm making now. And I decided, I realized I had won in that daily prize thing. I had won some packed ice, which I don't even know how you're supposed to make packed ice, but whatever. I have some packed ice. And so I made a room with packed ice rings, and you go through a bunch of packed ice rings in the roller coaster. And then I made a room with...
So what happens with the packed ice rings? Is it just aesthetically pleasing, or does it do something?
Yeah, you're just going through a couple of, a few, rings of ice. Yeah, it's nothing. It doesn't really look different. I mean, it looks different.
It looks cool, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's a room full of glowstone rings where you're flying through these glowstone pieces, rings of glowing stone, which is cool. And then I made a room of fire rings, and it's really dangerous. Like you could easily get hurt if you were to step out of the.
You could easily get hurt.
So yeah.
So you've got your roller coaster going through ice rings, followed by fire rings. Is that right?
Exactly.
Maybe you should do it the other way around. Then if you get on fire, you get put out by the ice.
Well, you're not going to actually touch the fire, and you're not going to actually touch the ice, so it doesn't really matter either way. But when you get through when I rode it, I went through the fire rings, and I'm like, damn, it's right next to me. So whatever. It's a dangerous ride. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it makes it more exciting.
It does. Ride at your own risk. Now, if I were really smart, I would do, and I'll do this in a future roller coaster probably. There's apparently, okay, so there's I don't know if y'all ever played with this, but there's a block called the slime block, which you can bounce on. Like you can jump from 500 blocks up and land on it, and you'll just bounce. You won't die. So I thought, oh, dude, I'll have my roller coaster, the car, go off the edge, bounce on the slime block, and then bounce back onto the track. But it doesn't work like that. You have to, if you just do a slime block, it'll just, and then you just stop. So apparently you can rig something up with redstone where it'll like launch the car over a certain distance. But I don't want to start dealing with the redstone because it's like the dude was explaining it and he goes, oh, you need a diode that has 4 clicks on it and then set it to the second click. And he was saying it as if everybody knew exactly what you mean by that. So I would have to do some research on the redstone and how it works and all that, and I don't want to mess with it. So
Just
I
let
mean,
you know,
what-
there's
I mean-
9 people left. Just let you know.
I know we can see. We can see.
We're all
Yeah,
on.
but if you want to give full on danger, why don't you just have the track end and like have I don't know, a few 100 feet drop into lava? That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, I have a big drop, not into lava, but I do have a drop. Ooh, that's a good idea though. I should set up like a lava fall, and then have
yeah.
it only open in the spot where the minecart's going to drop, and then it looks like you're falling into lava, but then you realize, oh wait, no, it's
Oh, see, that'd be danger. I like that. It's cool.
be dangerous, and it would be crazy. Oh man, that's a good idea. Maybe I could still do that for this.
Oh my god, I'm full of good ideas. I've told you how to do your paint jobs and set your cars up. Now I'm telling you how to do
Yeah,
Minecraft.
Chasey,
Oh.
Stu, whatever your name is. Good
Stu,
job.
Ginny. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, buddy, friend.
I know. What's
Oh,
going
yeah.
on?
Yeah.
Can we just say at this juncture that Procrastinator Fabulous is in the chat and he says he's alive because we've not heard of him for a while. I was a bit worried.
Hey, welcome back, Procrastinator Fabulous.
Yeah, where have you been? Where have you been?
Glad you're alive.
Yeah, what's going on? So yeah, I mean, it's weird, and I haven't played Minecraft for sort of years, I guess. But I did enjoy it when I played it, and I do. Oh, exams, of course. He's the same. I'm assuming he's the same age as my daughter, is he? So is he? Oh, yes, he is. Yeah, year 9 mocks. So he's a little bit younger, isn't he? A little bit younger than Millie. So he's doing his year 9 stuff, and is she? No, that's 3rd year. I have no idea.
This is the thing that you think, don't say.
Yeah. Anyway, so
shit.
Yeah, it's going good. Anything else, Duke? Oh yeah, going back to Minecraft. Sorry, I do feel like I'd enjoy it again if I played it, but I just haven't got it anymore, and I don't know. I did enjoy it when we played it. It was very communal, it was very community driven, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. And I mean, that's the thing. You got to find a good community, because there was a time when I was just doing it on my own, and I got and not that I got bored. It's just that, when you make something, you kind of want to show it off. And I could show it off, obviously, on, our stream or whatever. But there's also something nice about like inviting someone to come see it in real time and having them come hang out and check it out, So we've done that with various servers in the past, but for whatever reason, I think our community is just a little too small to have a Minecraft server that continues for a while.
Oh, can we just say Procrastinator Fabulous says he's got a little PC gaming addiction. I wonder what game that is. Is that a PUBG related addiction, or is it something else? I wonder.
And Antonio says he does miss the G4TE Xbox 360.
Yeah, it was lovely. I mean, it was such a lovely place, and everyone was so nice, and there used to be all the community boxes where you could just go and get
five
gear.
left.
I know, we can see. We're seeing. Don't.
I'm in a really bad place at the moment. I'm lying down in the open.
Don't think about it. Don't think
No,
about it.
no, I've got a fucking. Hold on. Oh no, this isn't good at all.
Chinny, you stayed looking at one part of the map much longer than I would. I would be constantly sweeping back and forth if I were you, but you know what you're doing, so.
Yeah, you carry on. Look,
I'm gonna die right now. You watch.
Just fine. It's all good. Don't think about it. Apparently he's playing War Thunder, Hearts of Iron 4, and Counter-Strike Global Offensive. That's what he's
Actually, that game is called Hearts of Iron IV. It's about people in airplanes who have an IV drip.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Shot at.
Oh, he's getting shot at. Someone's shooting at it. Oh, now he's bunny hopping. Oh.
It's tense. 5 left.
It's going down, man. 5 left. It's going to be a good result, whatever happens, I guess.
Oh yeah, I got second the other day. It's just frustrating.
Come on, first tonight. Dino, that would be so cool. If you
Anyway,
managed.
don't.
Anyway, carry on.
It's all good. So anyway, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh no.
The
see, there's a delay, so we don't know what's happening.
Yeah, exactly. The Minecraft server, ImagineCraft. If anybody out there wants to join us, you can ride my roller coasters. Woo! So anyway, that's Minecraft. I played a little more 911 Operator, and it's. Did you die?
Yeah, in a really stupid way.
Oh, have you died?
Out the blue.
Yeah, someone was shooting at me, so I couldn't. I couldn't do anything about it. So.
You didn't have any.
So close.
4th place. That's top 10 is good.
I'm pleased. I've been second about 20 times.
Well, it's good for me. I think
please.
that's good. So whatever. Screw you.
Whatever.
Look,
Well,
it's
now you
not
can
helping.
show my Minecraft slideshow, though.
Yeah, show us
Right.
Minecraft slideshow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. That was meant to be just a quick short game.
Not a problem.
It was a good game though. It was actually interesting watching. I quite like watching it. So I enjoyed it. It's all good.
Procrastinator Fabulous. That's like the snake thing. Snake.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Anyway, yeah. So, but I guess I won't talk about 911 Operator. I'll talk about Minecraft a little bit while the visuals are coming up.
Yeah, keep going on the Minecraft thing.
Yeah, I found a horse, and I didn't realize there was a whole shopping area on the server. Like, I thought I had to like try to find people. Hey, anybody got any glowstone for my roller coaster? And let's make a deal. I'll give you 3 gold or whatever. But no, there's a whole series of stores, and I was like, dude, rock on. So now you can see on the screen, those of you who are watching, and those of you who aren't, listen. If you're just listening, I'm sorry. You need to tune into our live stream. You can see the Ring of Fire, and you can see the.
Oh yeah, that's impressive. It's impressive.
Oh yeah, and the glow ring. I think the room of the glowstone is really my favorite because especially on a roller coaster, and you're going through that, it's like boom, 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 and you can see my little pet wolf, which I named Tito, just like my dog in real life.
So do you think like your virtual wolf's going to bite your thumb off in Minecraft as well?
No, because I fed him bones, so he likes me and will do whatever I tell him. And he'll attack as long as I don't attack him. He'll attack zombies or whoever attacks me. And so it's really nice because I don't have to worry about him hurting me because he's never going to, well, I shouldn't say never. It's possible that I would go for a zombie and then accidentally hit him and then he'll get mad at me and start attacking me. So maybe.
So are they tough? I mean, do these things die against zombie attacks or are they pretty tough?
I don't really think they're likely to die much. The bigger danger is probably a creeper. I think a creeper could probably take one out.
Right.
But really no, I haven't really worked much with the wolves. I just remember I had a few I had killed some skeletons, so I had a few bones with me, and then I was wandering around. I think I went to go get sand from a desert, and I came across a wolf, and I was like, oh, I happen to have bones, and I usually don't have them with me when I find wolves, so I was like, hey, the perfect storm. And then he got the red handkerchief, which means he's your buddy. And
what year is this? Are we talking about Minecraft?
I know, right?
I know. Is this like? Can I just ask?
But they're always updating it. They're about to add turtles.
Oh my
Is
God.
this the fancy graphics server that you're playing on? Because you've got
No,
like
it's not the graphics server. It's a graphics mod on my end. It's a
so that's why we've got all the fancy clouds and stuff.
Exactly, correct.
See, I notice these things into aesthetics, as you know.
It's called Optifine, and it really makes the game look a lot better. So I love it. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
But it does this weird thing where when you're down in the mines and the sun starts rising, you can see the sunrise kind of in the rock. It's really bizarre.
It glows the rock up, does it?
Yeah, it looks really dumb and weird, and it shouldn't because you're like 2 miles below the surface. So why are you seeing the sun come up?
Because it's that bright.
That bright.
It penetrates the rock.
Anyway, that's Minecraft. Oh, and I had on the server where I play at, they give you occasionally you can get name tags, which again I had never messed with before. But you can call your pets by a certain name, and I can give one to my horse and call him by a name. Yay!
What I can't understand is, Duke.
Yeah.
As we know, you have got other crafting games to play that you've never played, haven't you?
That's true, but they're not as fluid. They're not as varied as this game.
But you always tend to go back. Whatever happens, it's almost like Minecraft brings you back. And sometimes you don't even play some of these games, do you?
That's true. I'll play them for a week and then move on.
You know what I mean? It's like, for instance, I understand, and I could be wrong here, that you've got Subnautica.
I do own Subnautica.
And it's got really great reviews.
I know. Everybody says it's great. I'm sure I'll love it when I play it.
It has crafting.
Yes.
It looks great.
Can I make a roller coaster in it?
Probably not.
Then I don't want to play it right now.
You know what? I just wish you'd give it a go because I do think you like it.
Stu, it's all about the comfort zone for Duke. So he just wants to enjoy his games. He doesn't want to think
and when I've got a project started, like this town I've built, when I started making the wall, I was like, oh, dude, this is going to look awesome. And then it became kind of a chore, but it was also like very satisfying when I finished making the wall around my town. So
I guess.
you move from new thing to new thing all the time, Stu. You're lucky I played a new game at all this week, so be happy.
You're lucky I played a new game. That is funny. So what else have you played?
I played 911 Operator. It's starting to get a little boring because there is a mode. Here's the thing: the phone calls repeat pretty regularly. So I keep getting the one where the dude's daughter is dead, and it takes forever because the first time you do it, it's fine because the guy's like, "Oh, my daughter, why did you do that?" And then the button comes up, "What happened and where are you?" And you have to hit "where are you" so you can send someone right away. And then he's like, and he gives you the address, and then he starts, "Oh, why did you do that? I love you so much, my honey." And she OD'd on drugs. Yeah, and the first time you do it, it's you kind of feel bad, and you're like, "Oh God, we'll send police and ambulance." The second time you get it, it's, "Oh, my daughter," and you're like, "Oh, shut up! Just give me the option to ask you where you are." "Sorry, sir, can I just cut you off right there? Where are you?"
That's funny. You're all sympathy, Duke.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing is it just it gets kind of old. So anyway, there's a mode.
Has it numbed you the way the real 911 operators would be numbed
I
to
started
it?
off.
Yeah.
My daughter, shut up, sir.
He's emotionally empty now.
Yeah.
That's what teaching does, is it makes you emotionally empty. But there's a cool mode where you can turn off the phone calls, so you don't have to worry about those, having.
But what do you do then, though? Isn't the whole point of it going to 911 alerts and stuff?
Well, you get the alerts, you just don't have to go through the calls.
All right. So do you get it in text form, or you just not get it at all?
It shows up on the screen as a little blue icon if it needs police, or a white icon if someone needs the ambulance. So it's the same basic process.
Doesn't that get a bit boring, though, doesn't it? Sure, that should be worse, I would have thought.
Well, I mean, it's the act of.
I'm just going to send this dot to another dot. How exciting.
Well, exactly. What is Minecraft? You put this brick somewhere other than where it was.
Yeah, but at least you're in like a world and you can see stuff around you. But this is just like a dot on a dot.
Whatever. Don't hate.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying it becomes a bit pointless.
Well, but each dot has like a story behind it. So when you click on it, if you click on a blue dot, it'll say like drinking in public. And then you send someone over there. And then suddenly you hear shots fired, need backup. And then you have to send another blue dot over to that dot in order to provide assistance.
Send your dots.
Who got injured, and you send a ambulance to help them out and all that.
So what you're saying is it needs either an add-on pack or an update that adds more sort of call-outs and voices to it.
I think it would be cool if they had user-based content, but it would be very hard to screen it all because you have someone go, "I was having anal sex with a goat and my dick got stuck."
Yeah. I killed some motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, whatever. It's a good game. It continues to be fun. I haven't gotten real sick of it yet, but I can see why some people say it gets real repetitive. Although the game mode that's career-based, it's designed to make it not be repetitive because they keep track of which calls you've gotten, and then they don't give you those same calls in the future. However, if you fail a level, it will play those calls again when you try to do that level again.
Oh God! And how many calls are there a level?
Well, it depends. Like the further you go in your career mode, the more calls there are. And, it gets to the point where it's like 10 things happening at once. And you've got, cop cars going to 3 of the 5 police incidents. And then suddenly someone, and one of them will be almost finished. And then someone will go, shots fired, need backup. So you suddenly have to send one of your cop cars to that, need backup zone. And meanwhile, the dude who got in a fight outside the bar, he's waiting around for someone to come help him out. So again, it's the situation where it's like this city needs more police officers.
Absolutely. That's always the case. Low on resources, too much shit going down.
Yep. So anyway.
Yes, it is.
And that's the problem of capitalism, because I'll bet if these people fighting outside the bar, if they had jobs, like maybe they could become police officers, then they wouldn't be fighting each other. But the rich people don't want to pay taxes to hire more police officers, so whatever. Anyway, that's 911 Operator. And I bought a new game because it's the Steam Year of the Monkey sale, I guess. It's the Chinese New Year right now.
Year of the Dog it is.
Oh, right. Year of the Dog. My bad.
Is it the dog?
It is Year of the Dog this year.
So I bought a new game.
Ooh.
I was going to buy Wildlands, which is supposed to be like Minecraft, but even better. But I didn't go for it.
What did you buy? What did you buy? What did you buy?
So I bought a game called Avorion.
Oh yeah, heard of that. What is that?
It's supposed to be. It's hard to come up with.
I love the way when Duke starts a conversation, he's bought something new, and he goes, "It's supposed to be," because that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean it isn't. This is a good game so far. So
because that suggests it isn't what it's supposed to be.
Well, no, the name, it's supposed to be mysterious sounding, but they could call it Space Blocks or anything. You know, it's hard to come up with an original name. That's all I mean.
Right.
Anyway,
Okay.
The point is, this is a game where it's a space game. It's sort of Elite Dangerous style. You know, you get resources, you fly around, you shoot other ships, blah blah blah.
You're a mystery, right? Because Elite Dangerous has been on sale as low as like £8 at one point.
Yeah, but what I've heard about it is space is horribly empty and it's really slow and dull.
Okay.
Well, it's realistic.
But you keep trying to get games that are like Elite.
Well, I mean, maybe at some point I will get Elite. How much is it on the sale right now?
I've no idea, but I know it's been pretty cheap quite a few times.
Let's find out in real time.
Real time.
Dangerous. $7.49. I'm not made out of $7.49.
Is that really how much it is? It's $7.
Yeah.
And you're not going to buy it at that price.
Reviews are mixed.
Then no.
This one review says it's not even worth $5. That's a good review. It must be complicated to drive a spaceship in real life, but this is a fucking game, and I don't have hours to waste. Just learn the basic controls via watching YouTube guides. I mean, I don't mind if a game is hard, but then make a decent tutorial for me.
Look, right, I'm shit at games, as you know, right? Pretty much. But I can pilot a spacecraft in the Elite, all right? So if I can do it...
Don't recommend this game to anyone who doesn't want to spend hours reading forums about the fucking basic controls of the game.
That's bollocks.
I've piloted. I've done it.
Yeah, it's not
It's
that
just
difficult.
really fucking boring.
Yeah, it's not difficult.
See? That's what I hear, and that's what all these reviews say.
It's really
The
boring.
grind is worse than most free-to-play games.
Yeah.
That's what it said.
It's boring.
So anyway, whatever. I mean, I might play it at some point, but I'm going to wait for it to get cheaper than $8.
Cheaper than $8.
Cheaper than $8, that's right. And meanwhile, I just bought a game that's kind of like it. But here's the twist. You get to design your own ship.
Wow.
Because it's sort of Lego Minecraft style. You have blocks, and you can move them around. You can twist them, move them up, make them bigger, skinnier, wider, whatever. So it's really an interesting phenomenon because, you know, it's blocky, your ship, but it's pretty nifty. You can make you put thrusters on it, and you can make crew quarters so that you have to have enough crew quarters in order for your, crew to have a place to live. And then you hire people to be mechanics and man the turrets and all that. It's pretty funky. I haven't played it very much. But
can you make a big penis ship?
Of course. Absolutely. You
Game
can
of
make
the
whatever
year.
you want.
Game of the year.
Game of the year. Penis ships. I'm
Chinny is in.
Yeah, if you were to go online, you could probably find images of people making penis ships.
That's what I should be doing right now.
Yes. You'll be making a penis ship in a Vorian.
And one of the nice things about it is
dick ships.
Yeah, see what you can find.
One of the nice things about the game is when you're designing your ship, you can turn on, X mirroring or Y mirroring or whatever, so that you don't have to try to make sure you have your two wings in the same spot. You just turn it on, boom, you put a wing down, and it's got a wing in the same spot on the other side. So I don't know, it's nifty. I've just scratched
Somebody's
the surface.
playing it live right now, and I think he's
with a dick ship
shaped as like a penis. Yeah,
that's brilliant. Let's put that on the stream. Let's have a look at this dick ship.
I don't know. It doesn't really look much like a penis.
Does it say dick ship in the description? Is that how
it says no dick ship special?
Nice.
That's how I found it. It's got 69 people watching him, which is appropriate.
69.
The big question is, okay, it has this mechanic. The question is, once you make your ship, is it worth playing for reasons other than just being able to make your own ship? You know what I mean? The game is lots of fun right now because I'm in those early stages of learning everything and building my ship and making it look exactly how I want to. And look
like a giant penis.
Yeah. But I don't know if that excitement will continue. Because
is there a story?
Yes, somebody's done it. Somebody's done it. He's only got 24 views, but he fucking did it. This guy's a legend.
Put it on the
So,
screen.
anyway, is there a story
Fantastic.
to this?
Not really. There's a tutorial. It's early access, so they're still working on it, presumably. But there's a tutorial that kind of walks you through it. I don't think there really is much of a story, but it's yeah, it's
It's a pretty. It's a penis ship, kind of. I
It's
guess.
a penis. It's definitely penis shaped. I mean,
It
look,
is.
this
It's a
YouTube
phallic
channel
shape.
has only got 24. This YouTube video has only got 24 views.
Yeah.
He deserves more. He deserves more.
It does. It does.
Drakle Network. Let's have a look at him. He's obviously a genius. He's got 28 subscribers, and he plays
Jimmy's favorite YouTube streamer.
and he's a legend in my eyes. And he plays a lot of
A legend.
Overwatch and Ark. He seems to favour a lot.
Well, okay.
Plays a little bit of everything, but
Yeah.
what a legend! What a beautiful, beautiful man. Well done.
Beautiful.
I love you, penis ship guy.
Penis ship guy.
And that's me done.
Is that you done? Well, I'll go next because I've got a bit of stuff to get through.
Yeah.
I've made a purchase this week myself. as it goes.
Ooh, well, it's good that you
Sale.
buy new games and not bloody remakes, Stu, eh?
Well, it's
Hey.
a new. It's new this year, kind
Fuck
of.
off.
What I hadn't realised, by the way, I hadn't realised this, and the game I'm going to talk about is the new Shadow of Colossus remake.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus. Sorry, I'm sorry about
The
that. Shadow of the Colossus remake on the PS4. This has been done by Blue Point Games, who did the original PS3 remake updates of the original Shadow of Colossus and Eco. So they do all that stuff for Sony, don't they? They've done so many things now. Blue Point Games. I just feel like, can they make an actual game of their own? Have they ever made a game?
Well,
I don't
sometimes
know.
that's not their business. Their business model is to do what they do. That's not every developer has to be. If there's
Well,
a
let's be
market out there for them to, that's where their position shows. That's what they've known as to remake games,
Yeah.
and so
Right.
that's what they do.
Let's be honest, they do a damn good job of it.
Well, that's probably why they're so popular, because I'd imagine to make a game from scratch is obviously the same skill sets are there, but to remaster a game is not quite the same as making a game from scratch. So they're obviously good at it, and they're experts. So they're probably known in the developer world as like the guys to go to.
Yeah, no, you may be right. I mean, what's interesting about this remake is it's pretty much the graphics that have been redone. Everything else is identical.
What about the controls?
They have been changed apparently, but I'm not quite sure how, because it feels pretty similar to what I remember. But I'm guessing they've just, because obviously with the PS2, you used the shoulder buttons were the main buttons, weren't they? Whereas now it's like the triggers at the bottom. So
I
they've
played
possibly
the
changed that.
PS3 remaster is the one that I played.
That's correct. Yes, that's what you played.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty good, but it's still got the same issues as Shadow of Colossus had on the PS2. So you've still got the janky camera that sort of gets stuck in, fur or bits of scenery or whatever. So that happens. Some of the climbing, like for instance, I was doing a Colossus today, and I struggled to climb up it, and it's because I had to shimmy sideways a little bit, even though I was on the fur and there shouldn't have been a problem. I had to do a little shimmy sideways before I could climb up, and I kept falling off. So it wasn't until I started doing a bit of a shimmy that it all went well. But what's interesting, having played it before, is I'm racing through this. I'm on the 5th Colossus now. And
Yeah,
I've only
I've played it. I don't know if I can remember how to beat the boss, because they're like puzzles. Each boss, isn't it? It's like you got to figure out how to get on it or how to take it down. And I don't remember it that well. I remember liking the game. I didn't really care much about the trying to make it cry and stuff. But I liked the game. I thought the game was brilliant.
Yeah, it's very clever. I mean, one of my favourite moments playing it originally on the PS2, because I never played the remake version. I played Eco, but I didn't play Shadow of the Colossus again. So that's kind of cool that I haven't played it for quite a long time, because obviously I've not played it since PS2 days, which is it's not that long ago either. This originally came out in 2005.
2005, but the remake of Shadow. When was that one? Was it like 2011 or something?
Yeah, 2011, 12 or something.
So
like
that I mean, I played that one, and that was fucking 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Was it really that long ago?
I know.
Yeah.
Shit's fucked up.
Time goes by, doesn't it?
I can have a
but
look
yeah,
now.
I'd like-
Oh, blah, 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 blah. Nah, doesn't say on the wiki page. Fucking Wikipedia. Who goes to bloody Wikipedia these days?
Yeah.
Um,
But it is a cool game, and I am enjoying it. I've come back to one of my favourite parts of the game again today, which is the flying one.
oh yeah, I remember that one. It is 2011, by the way. So.
Yeah, I thought it was around that time.
Yeah.
You were right.
But 7 years ago, that's a long time. Do you know what I mean? Like I haven't played that game. Like, that's Red Dead Redemption. That's no, Red Dead was 2010.
Wow.
2011 was
That
Portal
one.
2. So that's a long time ago.
Yeah, jeez. But they have done an amazing job. It looks incredible, you know, sort of from a graphical sense.
It does look
And
very nice.
Yeah, and what I'm doing, I'm playing it in performance mode, not cinematic mode, because I've heard there's some issues if you put it in cinematic, there's some frame rate drops and stuff. So I'm playing in performance mode, and then they've put filters in, which is kind of cool. So they put all these different filters, so you can have it like grey, red, blue, sort of black and white. So there's all these different sort of color light filters you can put on top of the graphics. But one of them is called Vivid. And I've enabled that, and it just looks stunning with Vivid HDR and performance mode. It looks amazing. I mean, it really does look incredible. Like the skylines, the draw distance. I think that what's really impressive is how they've improved the sense of scale. You know, because obviously it was great. I mean, there was a massive technical sort of achievement, I guess, on the PS2. You know, to have a game that looked like it did on the PS2 and ran like it did was pretty incredible that they got that to happen.
I think on the PS2 it ran like shit, but
yeah, it did. But it
like
was
the
still
scale,
an impressive feat.
The scale was like you forgave it because you knew what it was trying to do, and then the PS3 version sort of sorted it all out.
And even like just the music score is brilliant. You know, each sort of Colossus you face, the music adds that extra bit of atmosphere, you know, in a really cool way. And what's really clever about this game, and you sort of forget this, is that apart from when you're fighting the Colossus, there is no music. So when you're sort of roaming the lands, you know, trying to find the next one, it's completely quiet, and all you hear is like the horse or the external sounds. And I think that in
itself... Is this
itself...
the game where you hold up the sword to find out where the next one is?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Right.
So it gives you that feeling of isolation, you know, and it even more makes you feel like you're alone in this vast land where you've got to go and just track down these Colossus to kill.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it does look incredible. But I am finding it fairly easy, you know, to sort of play. And like I say, the Colossus, I haven't really died at all or even lost any health hardly fighting each of them. And I'm sort of remembering, which I didn't think I would because it's a long time since I played this originally. But I am sort of remembering how to attack each one. Like the bird one I did sort of first go, really got on top of it, you know, took out the two wings, took out the tail, job done. So it is kind of cool. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, but I shan't think it'll take me very long to finish. You know,
well, it's like going through Portal again. You know, like you know how it works.
No, not necessarily. You think that, and I've been playing. Obviously, I played a little bit of Portal 2 co-op with Millie, but you do forget. You're like, how did we do this?
There are certain parts you forget, but there are certain things that stick with you, and
yeah,
it's that type of thing. You know, medical science is kind of mixed on what the nature of forgetting is. So, like, there's one school of thought that says the stuff is always with you. You just lose access to it. And so, if that's the case with a game like Portal 2, when I did it a while after having done it the first time. Sometimes with a puzzle, I'd be like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. And then I'd start figuring it out. I go, oh, yeah, that's right. And I wonder if there's some of that with you here.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you're right. But it just looks stunning. You know, when you're sort of riding around these environments, just everything looks amazing. They've done such an amazing job. But then you remember it's an old game when you get the clunky controls and the camera's really bad and... You know, you sort of can't see what the hell you're supposed to be doing at some points. And it just reminds you that this, although it looks like a game that could have been made this year and released, it's still an old game. But you kind of forgive it. It doesn't matter that that there are those issues because the animations. I remember how good the animations were on the original game. You know, the way that he moved and the way he jumped on and off the horse and all those kinds of stuff.
Give the remake a try because I'm not gonna get a PS4 just for this, but I mean, I remember I played the game once when it first came out, and I think I rented it, and like I was so bad at it that I was just like, okay, this is not my game. But
You get used to it, I must admit. Like today, doing the first few Colossus, like the first one, I was like, oh yeah, I've got to get used to sort of clinging on when you can let go, when you can cling, and all that kind of stuff. Once you get used to it, at some point you're just running around on top of these things because you know, like, oh yeah, until it starts doing its thing, and they all have a pattern. So they all have a pattern of when they'll do the shake or they'll try and flip you off them or whatever. So you know when you can let go and when you have to hold on. And once you get used to it, it's not that difficult really. And this has got an easy mode now as well, so that might help. Make it a bit easier. I don't know how that affects the gameplay, but there is an easy mode.
Yeah.
So there is some things I did find out today. I had a look at the wiki page on it because I was trying to find out when the dates, when the other ones came out. And one of the interesting things that I didn't know, you can eat some of the lizards in the actual environment, and they increase your stamina.
Increases your grip. Increases your grip.
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't know that. How do you eat one of these things? Do you just go and pick it up? What happens?
Have you heard about the coins?
I've picked one of those up today, a coin. I don't know what it does.
The coins are new.
Yeah, I found one of those today.
The coins, no one knows what they do yet. It's believed that it might unlock like a new boss.
Well, I'll tell you what I have also come across. I've come across an Easter egg from The Last Guardian today.
Oh.
So there was a Last Guardian Easter egg where I went and I got an achievement for finding it, but it was in this sort of underground cave, and it's one of the barrels with liquid in that are in The Last Guardian. It was just sort of discarded in the cave. So I was like, Last Guardian, who knew? So there you go. So and I do feel that all these games are set in the same universe, obviously, and it is kind of cool that they're all sort of tenuously linked to each other. So yeah, kind of cool. So yeah, it is good. I don't regret buying it. I don't feel like I don't know. I'm still enjoying the game, like you said, Chinny. The gameplay itself is kind of cool and interesting. And there's nothing else quite like it. No game since has done this kind of thing where it's every sort of boss is a puzzle that you have to figure out.
No, it certainly is different.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, very good. It's very cool. I did play a demo on the PS4, which was a pile of shit.
Oh.
So I did play this. It's called
Dis.
True Fear Forsaken Souls, the game. And it should be called Truly Terrible Forsaken Souls because
zing.
This game...
I see what you've done with the title. That's clever, that is, Stu.
Did you like that? This game is truly awful. I mean, really awful. Really, like, boring puzzles. It's kind of like a search the screen game where you have to find stuff. You move screen by screen. It's just not good at all. There's these really weird cutscenes that they've done, which are really badly animated and look like awful character models and stuff. Really bad voice acting. I'm finding it hard to find something positive to say about it. It was that bad.
And that's you talking.
I know. Yeah. And it's one of these games that is obviously designed to be on a tablet or a touch screen. You've got a cursor on the screen which moves really, really slowly. I'm sure, it's obviously on PC as well. Would be much easier to control with a mouse, not on the PS4 with an analog stick.
I'm trying to find one of these animated cutscenes.
Oh, they're awful. Really awful.
Oh, I think I might have found one.
And they last about 3 seconds and they're just cut off like nothing happened. It's just a really weird game. And it's like really loud.
I'm just watching one now.
Oh, they're awful.
Wow.
It's really, really loud as well. And the sound is really harsh. And it's like a horrible sound. My God, yeah, there's one.
Wow. Just a guy standing there and his head's flipping all over the place. It's like comical.
Honestly,
it's funny.
It's truly awful. Really, really awful. And like I say, not even the puzzles aren't even very good. It's very backwards and forth.
It's funny because it looks on the surface, it kind of looks decent. It looks like Decay, which was a good game.
It's nowhere near as sophisticated as Decay.
Of course not. But I mean, it's a shame that they put so much effort into the surface of things, and then like the gameplay look or the visuals, the animations and the story just seems he just keeps running his head over and over again.
That's how I feel when I don't get a chicken dinner.
That is quite funny. But yeah,
I'm gonna make a GIF live on the show of that because that's brilliant.
I think if you allow me, I can come up with some music that will set the spooky mood in the same way that visual does. Anyway.
Yeah, there you go. So nothing really positive to say about that. I shan't be buying the full game.
You're not going to buy it? Sure.
I'm not going to buy it because he's a piece of shit.
Picky, jeez.
It really is that bad. As the thing is, I'm enjoying. Cat Quest is still going strong, I have to say. I'm still enjoying Cat Quest. It's still a lot of fun. It is a bit repetitive, I'm not going to deny that. But I'm currently doing the quest to be enabled to walk on water. And it's kind of the first quest where I've started to struggle a little bit with the difficulty. I've been killed quite a few times trying to do the final bit of this quest. But I'll get through it. It's one of the where you just have to keep persevering and time your attacks and make sure you dodge out of the way in time to not get killed. But Cat Quest, yeah, it's still good. And apparently, and I didn't realise this, it's available on Android and on iPhone as well, which I didn't know. And it's only about £7 on both of those devices. So if you've got a portable device, it's definitely worth picking up on the tablet, I would guess. It would work fine as well, I imagine, because of the way the combat's set up and stuff. So yeah, give it a whirl. It's
Phew, oh, bless me! I didn't have time to mute the mic there. I'm so sorry.
There is a mute button.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I just that was really quick. That one I couldn't grab it. Sorry.
Oh, really quick. And then I've got through a little bit more of Celeste. I've done a few more screens of that, so I am just persevering with that. But it is brutally hard, but it is very rewarding. So, yeah, I can totally recommend Celeste if you want something that's a challenge. But Chinny and I were on the boss wave this week.
Oh yeah,
boss.
We're on the boss wave, and I was talking. Obviously, Chris is playing Celeste at the moment, and we both said it's very rewarding, and it's still. Even if it's not the type of game you'd normally play, which it isn't for me, really, they've made it in a way that's still, I think, quite accessible to even players of my sort of abilities. But you've just got to persevere, and you will get through eventually. And the fact that most of the levels or the screens are quite short, it's just working out how the hell you get to the exit. So it is really, really cool. The last thing I played this week is another demo called Rift Star Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
And this wasn't particularly great either. So I wasn't particularly fond of this. This is kind of like
twin stick thing.
It's a twin stick space game.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it now.
But the difficulty level was quite hard, and it was just a bit boring. I just didn't find it very engaging. It's
like
kind of
Geometry Wars, but like you can fly around and stuff.
Yeah, but most of the stuff you're fighting against are sort of static objects that are sort of gun turrets and stuff.
Right. Oops, sorry.
And I don't know. It was kind of okay, but it's not a game that I'm gonna be buying, really. So yeah, Rift Star Raiders again. I would say one to avoid, really.
Rift Star Raiders.
I can't understand why this is particularly enjoyable. And the controls in it's a bit floaty with the controls. You it has inertia, and I get that, but it was hard to control. It wasn't particularly rewarding. I don't know. I just wasn't that impressed, really. It looks nice. I mean, graphically, it's a nice looking game.
Yeah, a lot going on. A lot of parallaxing.
Yeah, it does look kind of cool, but I don't know, gameplay, I wasn't feeling it.
Did it have a start where it goes, Rift Star Raiders?
No, it should do. That would have made it sort of way better.
Dr. Riftstar, we gotta shoot these gun turrets. I'm on it, motherfucker.
Can I just say, we've got someone in the chat called I Dislike Texas, or Taxis, or not Texas. That would have been funny.
Taxes, yeah.
I Dislike Taxis. What branch country legion did we serve in as
Oh
veterans?
yeah, the common question where we talk about.
Sorry, I dislike taxes. We're not military veterans. We're veterans of the gaming lifestyle.
We are.
And
But we're still neat. We are still neat.
The way everyone else seems to hate taxes. I mean, I don't like paying taxes, but when those taxes go to the real needs of real people, like roads and teachers and libraries and that sort of thing, I think they're great. So
there's a whole nother debate on how they spend taxes, but that's a different
There
show
is.
that we're talking about.
That's a totally different thing. We're not the political
Well,
taxes
one
show.
third of us are. But
Well,
I'm gonna shut them out.
And as an adult man, I understand that taxes have to happen. I want to ring the police. I want them to be there, and so forth, so on and so forth. But
Right,
let's
that's my own.
let's just open up this wound. Let's talk about how they should
Oh,
how they
God.
divvy the taxes out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they should be giving huge tax breaks to rich people, which is what they just did in the U.S. So that's my beef with taxes.
Well,
but
as I'm
activity-
not a rich person, I agree. But as soon as I am rich, I'm on that train.
That's
Ka-ching.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
But let's be honest here. You have a president who's a very rich person.
He's a very rich person, and he finds ways to get out of taxes, like on The Simpsons. We're getting screwed, Smithers. Actually, sir, with our corporate shenanigans and creative loopholes, we only paid $3 in taxes last year. You're right. That's way too much.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
My business,
Anyway.
my business paid more tax than Starbucks did the year that we paid last year, I think. Yeah.
God, that's because you're making so much Wonga.
No, it's because Starbucks are dodgy fuckers.
And because you're making so much Wonga.
No, it's not that.
Anyway, Ginny, that's me done. So what the hell have you been up to
Well,
other than PUBG?
It's nothing new. So I've been playing PUBG, and what I would like to say about PUBG is that it's still fantastic, and I still love it. But I also still think that it's the fucking shittest game ever, and I hope it dies. The other game that I've been playing is the same again. It's Assassin's Creed London. But I'm happy to announce that I have now finished said game.
Yay.
So I was getting a little bit bored of it, and then I played through and finished it. And,
I must admit, I quite like the final mission, in Buckingham Palace and all. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, it was fine.
It was just cool sort of being in that location, you know what I mean? Having to sort of get rid of the beef eaters and all that kind of stuff.
I think the game's strength is when each sequence it builds up to an assassination, like a big assassination, and you sort of do a few things in the sequence, and then at the end you have an assassination level. And the first one I thought was the best one, which is the one where he's like a doctor. Stu, I don't know if you remember this, and there's several ways you can sneak in, and he's doing an operation.
I do remember that, yeah.
So like there's different ways. For example, for this one, you can pretend to be the body that he's about to operate on. So they roll you out, and then you stab him through the thing.
I didn't know you could do that, but that is cool.
That's what I did. So at the start of the mission, it zooms into it goes right like that, and it zooms in into the different people that are walking around, and it's like, kill this person to get vital information, kill this person to get access to the door, kill this person so you can pretend to be the dead body, and then kill
That's
the
how
guy.
detectives, right? You just kill everybody and then
Yeah.
you get the...
So those are cool, and there's quite a few of them. I think there's probably about 8 or 9 of them, and they're good. I like those, and that's probably the best thing about the game. I think the game's okay. The thing that's silly about the game is, for example, I had to get to Buckingham Palace to do that level. One of the missions that lead up to it is you have a copper who's an undercover copper, and he wants a royal guard outfit, with the big wig and stuff. So what you have to do is kidnap a royal guard, knock him out, and steal his clothes, right?
Oh my god, I remember that being really difficult because there were so many bloody beef eaters everywhere.
So yeah, exactly. So what you do is, and each mission has like a bonus objective, and you don't have to do it, but if you do it, you get a bit of a bonus XP and money and stuff. And the bonus objective was don't kill any guards, right? So in order for me to save the Queen and say, it's like everybody's like, oh, it's terrible, they're going to murder people at the ball at the Buckingham Palace, And everybody's like, oh, that's terrible. Oh, terrible. So when we stole this Royal Guard outfit, I got seen. So then I went, fuck this, and killed about 20 people to do it.
Yeah.
And I just went...
20 people.
And then I got the thing, and everyone's like, oh, terrible, isn't it, about the ball? Oh, we're going to have to save him. It's like, I just killed 20 innocent
people.
Like Royal Guards just to get this thing. So that's where the game's really silly. But it's okay. It's fine. I'm glad it's done. I did all the side quests. I didn't do all like the raids and stuff. There's the main missions. There's side quests with characters like Queen Victoria and Charles Dickens and Karl Marx and stuff like that. And then there are like other side quests like pub fights or raid this boat or stuff like that. So I didn't do all of those, but I did all the character side quests. So it's quite a lot, and I unlocked all the regions and stuff. There's a lot to do, and there's probably even more if you wanted to, but I was pretty done. And I think it's about 30-40 hours I put into it.
That's pretty good though. That's a lot of hours.
Yeah, it's all right for free. So can't complain.
It's fine for free.
Fine for free. So I don't know what to play next.
Ooh, what have you got? Why don't you give Celeste a go?
I'm really curious to see your take on it.
What did you say?
Witcher 3.
Witcher 3. Yeah.
Curious to see what you think.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
You see, you could combine Witcher 3 with Celeste because Celeste is just one screen at a time, so you could play that in between.
That's true, but I'm kind of doing Cuphead. I still haven't got back to it yet.
Have you not finished Cuphead?
No, I never finished that. That's what you said the last time I brought up Cuphead, by the way.
Yeah, it's probably true.
So I think I might have another blast at Cuphead, and then I think you're right, Duke. I was thinking Wolfenstein 2, but I mean, eventually I've got to get round to it, haven't I? I've got to get round to Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How long's Wolfenstein 2?
I reckon probably about 10 hours, maybe.
Right. Maybe I'll play that, and then I'll do Witcher 3 because maybe I just need
I love Wolfenstein 2.
Oh, I do want to play it, so I want to get that one done. But then, yeah, I think Witcher 3 is I've got to do it soon, haven't I? I've got to get that done.
Yeah, get it out of the way.
And that's a beast. That's going to be another Skyrim, so I might be streaming that one, and see how I get on. It's going to be mega awkward during
this
the
time. I
scene.
will get mad when you make fun of how boring it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
He might not do. He might think.
Yeah, keep holding your breath, dude. See what happens.
Yeah, I like how I've become the voice of reason on Skyrim versus Witcher 3.
You will be the deciding
that's the real
factor.
reason. I want you to say, look, I'm not liking Witcher 3, but I'm liking Skyrim a little bit more. So.
Yeah, I mean, I did like Skyrim, but
no, I know. I know it's not your type of thing. That's all.
Yeah, my gut feeling, Duke, is that I like The Witcher 3 more. That's my gut feeling.
You probably will, and here's why. The monsters, the elves, and the orcs and stuff, those are all mostly monsters. I believe most of the people that you interact with, the actual characters in the story, are all humans.
But there's also the things, and I know it sounds silly, but I kind of like third person more than first person. And I know you can play Skyrim in third person, but
nobody plays it.
No one does it in that. And I suppose the other thing is I've played a Fallout before, but I haven't really played a Witcher before. So when I played Fallout, I kind of knew what to expect with Skyrim. And when Witcher 3 came out, people was comparing it to Red Dead, and you know what I mean. So I feel like I am gonna like the Witcher 3 more. But
I think what's interesting is even if you played Witcher 2, it wouldn't really have given you an indication of what Witcher 3 was like.
No.
Yeah,
it would. Well, it would from a character perspective and things like that. But gameplay has changed massively in The Witcher 3 from Witcher 2.
A little bit. It's changed a little bit.
I don't necessarily agree with that, and especially from Witcher 1, that was totally different.
Well, yeah, I agree. Witcher 1 to Witcher 2 was a huge jump, but I don't think Witcher 2 to Witcher 3 was a huge jump.
Maybe not, but yeah, it is different. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what you think and what your take on it is when you get around to it.
Yep.
It's a lot of hours.
There's a lot of hours to go.
Hours.
There's a lot of hours.
Putting news first.
I assume because we were rambling into the what should I play next discussion that you were done.
Correct.
We were
Correct.
done.
Hey, I guessed right.
You did.
Yeah.
So, Duke, I said Duke doing the news.
I'm not doing the news. Someone else has to do these papers.
What
and
is in
eating
the
Girl
news?
Scout cookies. Ooh, time to open the box of caramel delights.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Okay, another week of PUBG news. Despite player decline, PUBG isn't doomed. This week, portions of the player unknowns. That's Duke.
Dude,
All right, I got it open.
mute the microphone.
I just had to get it open. We're good.
This week's portion of player unknowns Battlegrounds community whipped themselves into a tizzy over charts showing that the game active player base has been in decline since mid-January. This comes amidst a backdrop of growing dissatisfaction with the game. Sites like SteamDB and Steam Charts, which derive their numbers from publicly available Steam data, show that PUBG has gone from steadily rising numbers of concurrent players since early last year to a pronounced decline this month. Yesterday, for example, both sites say the game drew an average of 1.7 million, only 1.7 million concurrent players, right? Down from 2.5 to 3 million range.
Yeah, but there's going to be an element of those players are kind of people who jump on the bandwagon and go, "Oh, this isn't really for me," and then drop off it again.
Yeah.
I understand people aren't playing Call of Duty 4 as much as they used to.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's been doing 2.5-3 million range since November 2017. While the game has seen similar dips in numbers before, those that lasted just a couple of days. Yesterday's lows come after nearly a month of slow decline, with the last week seeing a particularly pronounced drop. Some players incensed over continued cheating problems as well as technical issues have taken the waning player base as a sign of PUBG Corporation is finally reaping what it's sowed. Bluehole has been completely silent and gone back on their word many times. Reads a popular post on Reddit about the player drop, poor servers, poor programming, constant maintenance. I'm glad this game will finally get treated on how they have been treating the fan base, being lazy and silent.
Would you agree with that, Chinny? Being a big player of this, is that true?
I don't really actively seek out. If they don't put a like an alert on the screen, like I wouldn't know. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know what counts as reaching out to the fans, like putting a
no. But do you feel like they've got poor servers and poor programming and constant maintenance? Is that something you feel?
No. Like I haven't played the.
By the way, sorry. Go ahead.
I haven't played the PC version as often as the in the last month. This year I've definitely played more of the Xbox version. And...
By the way, sorry. This article is messed up because it says, according to a popular Reddit thread, first of all, it's got 900 upvotes and a bunch of downvotes. I did a search in the last week of the top posts. It's barely on the page. The top post of the week has 21,000 upvotes. So the idea that this is a popular post on Reddit, it's not a popular post. It's one person being cantankerous and about 1,000 people who agree with him. I mean, probably more people who agree with him, but then a lot of other people who disagree with him. But I mean, whatever.
I've experienced no problems with it. But I when I come back to the PC version, I've been playing the Xbox version. So the PC version is like a goddamn,
fire.
Yeah, well, it's just like the Platinum Edition. It runs perfectly compared to the Xbox version.
Oh, I gotcha.
Like you land on the Xbox version, like none of the buildings load in. It lags all the time. I don't think that. I mean, the game's always been jank. I think games can plateau, and I mean, how many people are really going to start? How can they keep increasing it? It beat Dota 2 and Counter Strike. Like what?
It's gonna go down at a certain.
It's gonna
point.
go down and level
peak,
out,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna peak. It's gonna go up.
About articles like this is that a similar thread on PUBG's official forums, like whatever you could find. I mean, there's tweets about all sorts of things that you could find to bolster a narrative of people are unhappy.
It's
Who
like
cares?
it's like
whatever. That's
it's
a few
like what,
cranky people.
It's like what politicians do. They make their mind up first and then find the facts.
Right.
So like
Sure.
this person's obviously like gone, oh, well, fucking PUBG shit now, right? And they look at the stats and then they find 5 different people that have on the internet have wrote about it, which surely isn't hard. Like, you don't have to go far for people to talk shit about PUBG. But like, the line will go up and up and up and up, and PUBG has been a phenomenon. You know, we never had anything like it for a long time, and it's going to go down. It will go down, but then it'll level out. I feel like, and as long as Bluehole, you know, keep going, keep making sure that the support is there. You know, when I say that, I mean just keep making sure that the core game runs well, but also add enough that it changes a bit here and there. You know, things like
new maps and what.
But it's inevitable. Something so popular is always going to get shit on all the time. Like,
yeah, I mean, like you
matter.
said, I mean, you made the sort of Call of Duty 4 reference, and it's true. You know, that game was enormous. It was a behemoth when it came out, and people played loads of it, and there was millions of people playing it. But that can't last forever because other stuff comes out, and there's a competition, isn't there?
Yeah,
so Chat said I held off buying it because of the negative reviews, and I went to look at what the statistics are on Steam. They're mixed, which means about the same number of positive and negative reviews, and it obviously puts your friends' reviews up top. Antonio wrote, "Not recommended. This game killed my near brand new RX 570." No, really, and that's the whole review.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's you know, it's just because it's so popular, it's going to get shit on. That's just the way it is. For me, it makes no difference of my enjoyment of PUBG. When I play the PC version, it feels like I'm playing like the best version of PUBG ever because it's like so quick and slick. I've had no connection issues. I've had more issues on the Xbox, and I've been playing more on the Xbox. This game has always been jank. When it came out, it was jank, right? So the jankiness of the game isn't the problem. I think the problem is that they haven't really changed a lot. The desert map people don't like because it's too open, and they're adding more trees and shrubbery.
Well,
so
it's even the sort of people fiddling with the file so that it doesn't come up on the playlist.
Yeah, there's that. But then I suppose cheaters is a thing. I mean, I haven't come across...
I don't mean that in the net because I don't think that's cheating as such. It's manipulating.
No, but
so
I'm just talking about real cheaters.
I'm
talking about real cheaters that shoot you from 100 meters away with a shotgun. Like cheaters. Like I can see why that would put a negative impact on people, but like I don't come across them that much.
Yeah, I was just going to say, is this something you come across, or you feel that's happening a lot?
In the whole of PUBG, I think I've come across 2 instances, where and with the death cam, that shit, like if it is, and the weird thing is, people are very quick to call out cheaters, but when they actually look at it. I was playing with a group on the PC this week, and I won't name who it was, but they were saying on the death cam, this one guy killed all 3 of us. Right, it was a bit of a shit. I crashed the car basically, and it was a disaster. And this guy killed all 3 of us, and we all watched the death cam, and one of the guys said he insta healed, which is a cheat where you press a button and you heal. Like that, you know what I mean?
You get all your health. You have to wait for the little thing to go around.
And I watched it. So when he said that, I was like, "Did he?" So then I watched it again, and he didn't. He healed. He just did it. He did it right in the right time to do it, but he did it. So like, there's that mentality of like, I died. There's no way he could have.
People are cheating.
There's no way he could have killed me. So report him. It's full of cheaters, and it's just like thinking that people have just to fucking knock it down because they didn't win or they got shot and they didn't.
And it's also the type of thing where I'm sure if I hadn't known you and I had played it and I didn't have a group of people to play with, I'd probably feel like it was not a very good game because there's a certain you have to immerse yourself in a way into the way the game works. And I think people who don't give it much of a fair chance, who die a few times and they don't keep going to the point where it becomes fun. Like, they're going to be very frustrated with it and probably write one of those negative reviews where it's like, cheaters, hackers.
Yeah. But what they don't mention, I suppose, is the Xbox version, which is probably doing very, very well. I mean, it probably peaked.
And potentially that could, I mean, probably not massively, but it could dilute the PC player base because you've come away from it just to play with friends on the Xbox, haven't you?
It's not because of the performance of some people like the best, don't they? But I don't really think that's that important. I don't think having the best looking game is very important when it comes to video games. I think like enjoying it the most is the best. And the gameplay, it does kind of feel like you're playing in jelly, when when you play it on the Xbox, it feels like you're playing it in jelly. When you play it on the PC, it feels like you're playing it on ice. And it's just smooth. And it is a bit slower, but it's slower for everybody. Everybody has to use that inventory, and in a way, the Xbox version is a little bit more fairer because everybody's got the same rig. So I know there's the One X and all that sort of stuff, but no one's got like bushes turned off so they can see through them and stuff like that. So in a way, the Xbox One is a little bit. Everybody starts from a more of an equal place.
Yeah, more of a level playing field.
Exactly. So I don't care what this article says. It's done. Let's move on. It's just bollocks.
Move on, man.
It is though, isn't it? It's just bollocks. Right. Hawaii has introduced 4 bills, just 4, that prohibit the sale of games with loot boxes to anyone under 21.
Well, this is a big thing, isn't it? I mean, it depends on how this gets followed elsewhere, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
If other countries or other places start doing this, that's a massive impact on the video game world. Because if you take something like Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is squarely aimed at teenagers, because obviously it's not graphically violent and it's a little bit less sort of serious, but had major loot boxes in it, they wouldn't be able to, supposedly buy that game.
Or the frickin' developer would put a version out that doesn't have loot boxes in it. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I actually am fine with that. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. There's a part of me that goes, why is the government sticking their nose in this? What business is it theirs? But I hate loot boxes to the point where I'm quite happy to see this go away. And if it takes government regulation to do that, and the article says they're also forcing publishers to disclose the odds, I think that's also a very good idea.
Oh, the odds are ridiculously low to get the decent gear.
Everybody knows that intellectually, but when you go to open a box, it should say, here are the odds of winning these things. Because then people wouldn't buy them as much.
Well,
it's like on ads. First of all, I understand that I just learned the UK, y'all don't have direct-to-consumer drug ads. Is that correct? Y'all don't have TV ads that are like, buy Prozac, buy this, buy that for drugs.
No, we get stuff like, Lemsip flu remedy.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like hardcore depression drugs.
No, nothing like that.
Hair remedy drugs and shit.
No,
we get those all day long. But on those ads, it says possible side effects include hair loss, gaining of weight, blah, 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 this and that. That's sensible regulation. We should have that for these loot boxes. Every time you go to open one, it should say your odds of winning these things are these. And then
but then that wouldn't encourage you to buy them, would it? Because the whole point is
I don't care. Our government shouldn't be in the business of making sure EA can make more money. Our government should be in the business of protecting consumers. And putting information in consumers' hands is a good way to do that.
Yeah, look, you're not going to get me to disagree with you at all. You know my feelings on loot boxes.
All right,
but
then.
I also think that's what makes this insidious, because no matter which way you're looking, and they're going, oh, it's not gambling, it's not. But it has those same mechanics as gambling, because you're paying for that loot box in the hope you're going to get something, really cool. But the odds of getting that are probably really slim. And that's how gambling works. It literally is. That's what gambling is. You pay your money, you look at the odds, you hope to get it. I mean, if you take something like blackjack, I guess, or you take something like craps or roulette, you know what the odds are of getting those things.
I don't know what the fuck is going on in craps. No one does. My theory about craps is no one understands that game.
Nice.
But if you take something more simple like roulette, if you do red or black, you've got a 50-50 chance.
Roulette, I got robbed by a bunch of old women on roulette. There's a lot of bullshit. They went, yeah, join us. I was like, I've lost all my money.
And if you do take, like you say, if you take normal gambling, like horse racing or boxing or whatever, you get the odds. You know what the odds of you winning are,
That's what influences your spending. And look, then put in like, oh, this is the odds, this is for the odds. Like, they put on cigarette packets, they say you are going to die a horrible fucking death. And your penis will shrivel up and fall off, and your wife will leave you, and also you just got no self-esteem. You might as well just fucking stab yourself before you even open the packet. And most people look at it and go, oh, yeah.
That advert where the guy's smoking and there's like blood and stuff coming out at the end of his cigarette is horrible, It's
and then
like,
people go, beautiful cigarettes. oh yeah, you know.
So
no, lovely. Yeah, them putting the odds on it. I mean, it might decrease, but it doesn't mean like people are going to stop buying that shit. People like gambling; it's fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, people like the odds.
And I think the key here is kids don't have developed brains to make those wise decisions about gambling. So we ought to, make and look, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of these kids would probably just have their parents to buy it and all that, but I think it's a smart decision because it'll, keep kids from squandering a lot of their parents' money on this stupid nonsense.
Do you know the population of Hawaii? Just of a random fact.
Pretty low.
Probably about 3,000 or something ridiculous.
Duke?
2 million.
Duke's closer. It's 1.4 million.
Yeah. But it's
California is 39 million. Jesus.
I do feel like a lot of governments are pussyfooting around this. They're sort of all acknowledging it and saying, "Oh, I'm not too sure. Is it gambling? Is it not gambling? Should we be doing something? Should we not?"
It is gambling.
And but Hawaii's like, "It is. This is what we're doing."
It is gambling. Like I don't know. Right. Anyway, next piece of news. Deadly Premonition director Swery Hitaka Suhiro. Is that how you say his name?
That's him. Yeah,
Hitaka
definitely.
Suhiro. Swery has announced a new game
just
from
call
his
him Swery. It's fine.
Has announced a new game from his studio White L in association with Dragon Ball Fighters studio Arc System Works. The Missing is scheduled for release later this year, Stuart. Oh my God!
I know.
We'll quote. Blow
your mind. Oh yeah, I'm ready for my mind to be blown. I'll be honest. I am ready.
Right, this is Sweary's voice. You ready?
Go.
The title, The Missing, has very different meanings.
That's going to wreck your vocal cords.
Says Swery, a missing person, someone who's lost, or even something lost. Maybe a loved one. Oh shit! I've turned into Yoda. Or a place you belong. Or do you feel lost in everyday life? The Missing is for someone like you. Oh, mercy.
I think what's interesting about this because he'd done the. Do you remember him doing the Kickstarter for a game that
The Good Life.
was like an RPG with cat that people turned into cats at night.
Dogs. Was it dogs or cats?
No, it's cats. It was cats at night.
Right.
But obviously he didn't get funded, so he's like, I have to make something else. So this is
what other stupid shit notes did I write down? Right. Yeah. The Missing. Nothing else. Just the word The Missing on a post-it note. Right, that'll do. Fuck it.
I mean, look.
Swear you got 3 months. I'll do it in 2.
I can't say I'm not looking forward to this because I am. I love Swery. I love Deadly Premonition. I love his just completely zany.
Did you finish D4?
I did, yeah, but unfortunately the second part never came out.
No,
so
right.
he never finished it.
He never finished it.
He never bloody finished it. He did
typical.
And I love that as well. It's such an amazingly off-the-wall, completely zany, weird game.
You just time travel in a bath. Like, there's nothing weird about that.
It's just the weirdest thing, but it's so kind of cool at the same time, even though it's so quirky and weird. And that's what I love about him, because he's not scared to just do something original and different. Like a lot, you get these AAA developers like, Ubisoft who just churn out the same old shit every year. And when he makes something, you're going to get something that you've never seen before or something that's going to be so different. You're wondering what the hell you're playing. And that's what I like about him.
On other news now, Nintendo have been helping people cure cancer. Is the article here. That's right. Nintendo have released the new Nintendo Labo, where you swallow a cardboard pill and then it tells you if you've got cancer or not. No, but the truth isn't too far. Thanks to the Nintendo Switch, a man was able to detect a tumour in his hand. Chris, a 28-year-old programmer living in Sydney, Australia, he was planning on getting a Switch as soon as it was announced. He owned every Nintendo console since the Wii, and seeing the footage, fucking hell, who cares about that? But when
that's a funny. Just come back to this. That's a funny quote, isn't it? He's owned every Nintendo console since the Wii. Well, there's only been the Wii U, and the Switch.
Yeah.
It's not like he's owned every single console since like the GameCube.
This is a true statement. You ready? I have owned every PlayStation console since the PlayStation 3, except for the PlayStation 4.
Do you know what I mean?
Anyway, he got his Switch last March, and he found out whenever he played Mario Kart, he'd have a severe pain in his hand. As soon as I played Mario Kart, I started to get a shooting pain in my right palm to the first drawers of my index finger, and when it control vibrated, especially when I was collecting coins. He recently wrote on Reddit. The Switch Joy-Con controllers have what's called Nintendo's HD Rumble, a more sensitive form of feedback unique to the Switch. Most Switch games don't make much use of the feature, but Chris said that when you pick it up a coin in Mario Kart, the Joy-Con vibrates in a very short, powerful burst. He noticed this when give him a lot of pain. At first, Chris wrote off the pain and said, "Whatever."
Do you think he had the same problem when he was masturbating?
Stupid.
Just wondering, I found out I had cancer in my hand because when I masturbated, it hurt my hand.
So anyway, he's a programmer, so he thought it might be just a repetitive stress injury or strain injury. It should be not stress injury. Strain injury? I don't know.
It should be strain.
It should be strain, shouldn't it? It says stress on here, but it should be or something similar. And he thought maybe it'll go quiet in a few days. And he didn't even talk about it to his friends or family, except for his wife, who heard him complain about the pain. And when they play Mario Kart together, and over time, he just stopped playing the Switch entirely because it hurt. And he says, "I would definitely use it as an excuse if I've been losing races against friends. I'm currently unbeaten, so no one really knew about it." But the pain didn't go away, and because this was only happening with the Switch, he got superstitious.
Suspicious.
Why am I saying superstitious?
I don't know. It could be that.
Chris also uses an Xbox One controller to play PC games, which wasn't causing him any problems at all. After a few weeks, the pain was still there, and a small bruise-like mark was showing on his palm. He said, "I definitely knew something was wrong, but the doctors told me just to keep an eye on it, especially when they found out that I used my hand a lot at work." 6 months later, Chris had a small lump sticking out of his hand and said that everything I do with my hand hurts. Doctors discovered that it was a tumour.
Now, I'm going to can I just stop you there as well? Right, because the article, let me just come back to the title of the article. Man says Switch helped him find a tumour in his hand. Let's go back down to what you're saying in a moment. 6 months after he'd done this, right?
Barely even an article, is it really?
No, I mean, this guy's 6 months later, and he only went to the doctors when everything he did hurt. Well, he would have done that anyway.
That's it. Everybody's had pains. Everybody's had pains in their hands, right? But if you have a fucking lump sticking out of it, that's when you go. So this man does the normal thing when sees lump on palm of hand.
Yeah, went to the doctor. And can I just clarify? I said GameCube. I guess I should have said the N64 or something like that, I suppose. For going back in time for the console. But everything he's played since the Wii, it's just a weird article, isn't it?
Yeah, this is dumb. So thanks for putting that in there.
And can we just say this one's from Reddit as well?
And Kotaku.
That's the thing. There's a million billion things on Reddit. You have to be careful. I mean, that's a cool story, I think, in a way. But you can't just be like, "Oh, here's the thing."
It would be right. It would be cool if he felt pain in his hand when he was playing the Switch, then went to the doctor straight after that and said, "Look, I've been playing this game. I'm feeling this weird pain in my hand. Can you check my hand out? Oh God, you've got a tumor in your hand. Let's remove that." But it was 6 months later.
Okay, next one. Some white man in a suit says video games are blaming for the shootings. Right, we're not.
Well, he's the governor of Kentucky. This is kind of a big deal because because he's one of the 50 most powerful leaders of states in the United States.
Yeah, but he's also a dickhead.
He is a dickhead. That doesn't change the fact that he has power. And the fact that he's saying this is indicative of the way people in Kentucky think, and it's really pathetic.
And it's even this guns are not the problem. We have a culture.
We're not going to talk about that. No way. We're going to talk about that. No chance.
That discussion ever gone?
No. I'll tell you what. We'll all go on Duke's show and talk about it, but not here. No. Right. 3 Xbox One games with gold. What they are now is Shadow Warrior. Did we read these out?
Yeah, I think we did, but they're available now, aren't they?
All right, they're available there. Shadow Warrior on the Xbox One, Assassin's Creed India on the 360, split second, and Crazy Taxi. I remember now because I did that.
Easy.
Mafia 3 studio Hangar 13 suffers massive layoffs, which is sad.
Well, that's not surprising, sadly, is it? That's what happens when a game bombs, isn't it, really?
Hangar 3... Well, I don't think it bombed. It just didn't do well.
It didn't do well enough for the sort of publishers. That's the trouble. 2K expects massive sales.
Well, let's read it. Let's read it. Shut up. Hangar 13 gave the world open-ended crime caper Mafia 3, a game that is once as formulaic as a GTA-style game and an impressive slice of America's South in the 1960s. It seemed to do pretty well sales-wise, but today the chances of a Hangar 13 developed follow-up appear dim. The studio have been hit with substantial layoffs. Kotaku reports the news, stating that they have heard the layoffs comprise a large proportion of the staff, but that the studio itself remains open. Publisher 2K later confirmed things in a statement, and they said there have been staff reductions at Hangar 13. Lol. They didn't really say lol. In order to ensure that the studio's resources are properly aligned with its long-term development plans, these reductions will not influence 2K's ability to create and deliver its products that are currently in development. We never take these matters lightly and are working with the affected employees to support them and explore potential opportunities throughout our organisation. So that's sort of corporate bullshit speak for we're just moving shit around because Hangar 13 are going to make a smaller game and everybody else probably move into different developers in 2K or move on into a different developer altogether. Right.
What a shame.
It is a shame, but, you know, what can you do? That's it. That'll do. News.
That'll do. Yeah, that'll do.
Whoa, that ruled.
There you go. First one tonight is off Pilch Reed. Pilch has emailed in for the first time in. Pilch is back.
Pilch is
we
back.
missed you, Pilch. Thanks for sending
missed
in
you,
the
Pilch.
message.
Pilchy.
Pilch is back. He says it's hi guys.
Pilch.
What's
Hey.
up?
Hi guys. Hi.
Hi, guys.
For far too long, I have listened to Duke bang on about Skyrim.
Skyrim! Oh, yeah!
I played Witcher 3 for 20 hours and hated every minute of it.
Uh-huh.
I also played a similar amount of Dragon Age Iquiquig and was bored to tears.
Okay.
Dipping in and out of Chini's Twitch streams failed to get my juices flowing. Now, I think he's referring to Skyrim there at this point. Then on a trip to the smelly shop to offload my last remaining piss-poor titles, I spotted said game priced up at the whole price of £10 whole.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I thought, I will give it a go. And if it turns out to be a pile of steaming dog do, I always thought it would be at least I could cut my losses and recoup most of the cost by trading it back in. Yeah. Well, that was 2 weeks ago, and I am now 70 hours in, and I've loved every second.
Oh, yeah! Skyrim is the best! That's what I'm talking about!
What a fantastic game.
Yeah!
I must be honest and say I've been playing it on easy, so not to have to concentrate too much on crafting, eating, healing, and all that shit. I find a sword and a bow I like, and I just stick with it until something considerably more powerful pops up. And I'm just enjoying exploring the world and killing whatever I come across.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know how long it will take me to finish, but I don't really care, as I'm having so much fun. Oh, it's amazing. It's a little early to say, but this might even replace Horizon Zero Dawn as the best game I have ever played.
Wow. Oh my god!
Okay, I've taken up enough of your time. You are still the best.
Keep talking about how great Skyrim is, please.
You are still the best podcast out there by miles. Fuck OC Podcast, whoever they are.
Oh,
Latest beef and beef.
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 I smell like beef.
Smell of beef. Right,
Well,
next.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's a bombshell.
That's a good email, though. That's a good
That's
email.
good.
Look,
Thanks,
look,
Pilch.
Look, if we all like the same things, it'd be a boring old world. That's what I say. Yeah. That's just such a quiet recording, Drew. You can barely hear it. Anyway, the next one.
Shut up.
The next one is off our new kind of regular emailer, Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
And he says this. Hello, veterans.
Hey, hey, hey.
I thought I'd clear up a few things from my last email. First, Stu, I meant I'd sort of want to know you as you seem a decent bloke. But those games you play would make me a bit wary of you. What does that even mean?
Because you play fucking shit games.
And not always. Not
Zing.
all. I don't play shit games. I just play different games. That doesn't necessarily mean they're shit.
You know when you go on a date and they say, how was he? Or how was she? And you go, different. That means shit.
She had a great personality.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know whether that's true.
It's true.
Oh, it's true. Anyway. Also, games like Red Dead and Fallout are good. I think I should have been a bit more exact. Not all games without cars are bad. I think, looking back on what I said before, it's more whether a game is fun. And after revisiting Skyrim again this week, I still find it dull.
Well, right.
Juxtapose
these the last
compared to
email.
Skyrim is the best.
So we've had a pro Skyrim email, and now we've got a negative Skyrim email. So, you know, it's balance. It's all about balance.
Whatever.
There was more to this. Still find it dull, grey, and boring.
You just don't have the right shader pack on.
But I can see the appeal. So he's, you know, he says he can see why people liked it, which is fine.
Because it's awesome, is why. And you suck.
Your podcast continues to make me laugh, and I really think that you should go back through the older episodes and get some sound clips. Keep up the good work, and bye for now, Lewis.
You need to be more specific if you want us to make sound clips out of old episodes.
Yeah, because we have no idea what we say. You know, and we really haven't got time to go back.
There's hours and hours and hours of stuff there. So if anybody listens to an old show and you hear something you think was great that we should make a sound clip out of, just tell us the episode number and the time signature, and we'll make a sound clip out of it.
Yeah,
your wish is my command, but you have to make it very easy for me. I'm a lazy genie.
Yeah, we can't be bothered listening to...
I thought you were just saying I'm a lazy Jew. Then I don't know why.
Well, I am also a lazy Jew. That happens to also be true.
Either would work.
Gavalt, all the moving around, no thank you.
Oi.
Fiddler on the roof, like I have time to get up there. No thanks. Oh.
Why can't it be filler on the street?
Yeah, Fiddler on the front porch, that would work.
In my living room.
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
That's it.
Putz. There's three of you. The three Putzes. You should change the name out front from Mighty Sharp to the three Putzes. If anybody knows that movie, holler, because that's a great movie.
Yeah, what was it?
I'm not telling. Someone out there will know. They can write in or send a speak pipe.
Okay. Oh, okay. Right. Anyway, so we were talking to speak pipes. We have got some of those this week.
Speak pipe.
Speak pipe. It's the way to leave a message for us.
The first one is from Dark Signs. Oh, get down. Yeah. Come on. Do the bender.
Hey, veteran gamers, it's Derek Sains again, and I was supposed to be going to the hospital earlier this week. But
yeah, that's right. I thought he said he was. Ooh,
yeah, he did.
Boo, liar.
Would you believe it? The day before the operation was due to take place, they phoned me up at work and said the operation had been cancelled, or at least moved until next week. So the operation
postponed.
You know, apparently.
Now, is that because his body is suddenly a lot healthier, or like they just decided they didn't want to do it?
No, in Britain,
yeah. What
it's
tends
probably
to happen
just
is
cancelled.
Well, we've had a weird time, and this is why Donald Trump decided to do his "it's broken, the NHS is broke," because basically what's happened is they sort of postponed all elective surgery due to staff shortages and problems with the NHS, etc.
So this was elective, and hopefully that means it's not too life-threatening or urgent. And...
Exactly. So yeah, and then they were going to obviously concentrate just on life-threatening stuff.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to minimize the significance. I hope Derek's okay. I hope there's nothing too serious going on. I don't want it to be, it's not. I know that sometimes things are classified as "quote unquote" elective when they're actually very important. Whatever.
Yeah, it's when you've got to have a penisectomy, it's not high on the priority list.
Penisectomy. Does that mean a penis is being removed from you?
As far as I know, yeah. I think that's what
used to watch the. Do you ever used to watch League of Gentlemen show?
I did.
Remember, like the taxi driver, Barbara, Babs Camps. And she'd be like,
"Oh,
today's the big one. I'm snipping it off."
Yeah, Babs Camps.
Brilliant.
And they used to have the massive high heels on with hairy feet.
Oh God, I'll have a proper vagina if it works.
I love
That's a hate crime. You're making fun of transgendered people, and I don't appreciate that.
I identify as a cheese sandwich, and as a cheese sandwich, I find that highly offensive.
Yeah.
If you've never seen it, you need to kind of check it out. It's the weirdest comedy show ever.
I watched Psychoville recently, Stu.
Oh, yeah, I like that as well.
Yeah, sorry, Derek.
Sorry.
And at the time they phoned me up, I was quite calm and collected with them on the telephone, but inside I was feeling a bit more...
Okay, you know what, Derek? Look, here's the thing.
That doesn't sound good, does it?
Here's the thing. When you have someone, first of all, when you're talking into a microphone and then suddenly out of nowhere, a loud sound effect, how do you think that makes people feel? That's not a good, come on. Which is to say, I love it. Well done, D. You got me.
So I was trying to think of a question for you this week, and I heard one on the Game Informer podcast earlier today. And that question, which I'm going to steal, is... if you could have any game in your hands tonight or download it to your PC or console, which is going to be released in the next year or maybe even 2 years and maybe still in development, which game would it be?
Oh, Chinny's answer. It's going to be the one that Stu was just talking about from the developer of Deadly Premonition.
Well, that'll be mine. The Missing, baby. That's what I'd want.
Chinny wants Red Dead 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know what my answer to that is.
Well, you don't even follow new game releases anymore, do you? Really?
Is,
let's be honest here.
If I played Red Dead 2 now, like I wouldn't be able to talk to anyone because everybody would be like, no, don't tell me, don't tell me.
Don't tell me, I don't want spoilers.
I don't know. So.
I want to know why there isn't a Black Panther video game. That could be awesome.
Black Panther, he's black,
and he's a panther.
Ooh, Far Cry 4. I'm interested to play that.
You've just to play what?
Far Cry 4. 5.
5.
Are you really? Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I do want to play Red Dead 2. And I tell you what, my answer is actually Red Dead Redemption 2 because that's the only way I'll be able to play it because I don't have an Xbox or a PS4. So.
Yeah.
Is it not going to be on PC as well?
Nope.
Is it not?
Not yet.
Certainly not for a while, right? GTA 5 wasn't out for, what, a year, 2 years?
Red Dead 1 never came out on the PC.
Yeah, exactly.
Never. Right, yeah, but GTA did, so it's going to come out, isn't it? Let's be honest.
I would say, it'll probably come out next year.
The wait. Yeah. Here's the rest of Derek's speak pipe.
And I think it's pretty much it for now. So if I do admit to hospital next week, I'll probably not be in touch. But
good luck.
Until then, I'll just say keep on getting.
Yeah, get down. Do the bend. Shake your money maker.
That's Tara's favourite Justin Timberlake song.
Oh, I like Justin Timberlake. He did do some decent stuff.
Oh, hang on.
He's
I'll pull up
dead.
Justin
He's
Timberlake.
still going.
Hang on.
No, but he did. Well, he has done some stuff this year, hasn't he? To be fair, I guess he's still popular. He's still popular.
This is my favorite Justin Timberlake. All right.
Anyway, yeah. Derek. Good luck with the penis chop. I hope it all goes well.
Chop, chop, chop.
Choppy, chop, chop.
Chop.
They just get like they're very sophisticated in the UK. When they do the penis chop, they just get like a very tiny version of a French guillotine. Guillotine. Stick your penis in there. Done. Takes about 2 seconds apparently. It's very quick.
Your attack, you'd be dead.
Here comes the speak pipe from your mom.
Hello, veteran gamers. It's Pete again. It's a question for my brother Mike. Rustling in the background. It's Shell either eating popcorn or going through her letters. And she's had a bit of a laughing fit as well, so she might laugh in the process. Who knows? We've only got 90 seconds, though. I just wanted to ask a question about PUBG. I was chasing this car the other day. It was a bit like a little sports buggy with a seat in the back. And as I was chasing him, he dived out of the driver's seat into the back seat and started to shoot me and kill
No, he dove out. The past tense of dive is dove.
killed me, and it was an absolute disaster. And I wanted to know how you actually make the switch between seats in the vehicle. And the second question, which again,
Oh wait, we should do one of them at a time. As far as I know, you can't get this game for the Switch.
No, you can't get it for the Nintendo Switch. You've made a bit of a flaw there in what Pete's asking for. He's actually asking to switch seats.
I was so annoyed by his grammatical mistake.
To switch seats on the Xbox version, you press A while you're in the vehicle, but that's only if there's a seat available. And on the buggy, there's only 2 seats, one for the driver and one for the back. So if you go into a thing, press A, and at the bottom right, it tells you which seat you're in. So there you go.
There you go. Look at it.
Here comes the next
Informative.
and is PUBG related? Was hang on, Chelsea's trying to show me something now. I've lost. Right. Second question is.
Stay focused.
I forgot it now.
Be here now.
Um,
Do one thing at a time. Of course, I'm full of shit. I'm folding my laundry while I'm doing this podcast. Fair enough.
I don't know.
Wow.
I think I know what he sent another one. I'm thinking he remembers what the
Well, let's listen
question
to the
was.
rest of this, and then we'll listen to that. Pipe down.
Oh well, I'll try and think of it next week. So see you later. Ta-da.
Okay, well, here comes
I
the
love
next
your brother. I must admit, Ginny. I love his speed pipes. They're great.
It's fun. Appreciate it. Here comes the one from your dad.
It's me again. I've remembered what the question was.
Quick,
now.
ask it.
In fact, I've got another one that's sprung to mind.
Wow.
PUBG comes out officially on Xbox. What type of achievements do you think will be on the game? And
I think that's one question.
Yeah, first kill with a frying pan for sure, is it not?
So I didn't hear it.
What
When it
achievements?
comes out, what achievements do you want the game to have, or would you think it will have?
Yeah, chicken dinner, like solo, duo.
100 kills with a frying pan.
Yeah, 10 kills, 20 kills, kill with a frying pan. Like, I don't know.
Here's a question on
Grenade
that.
kills, flip a car with a grenade.
Do you think that there will be achievements for this game, Chinny, that will get you to do something you've never done before?
Yeah.
Do you think there'll be one
Get
like
a solo
final
chicken
kill
dinner,
in a
mate.
car?
Solo chicken dinner.
Well, okay, fine. How about this? Do you think there will be things that they'll have achievements for that you didn't even know or consider doing?
Yeah, I think so. That's what achievements
It
are
would
good
be
at.
cool if that's what they did. And then, didn't do the usual 10 kills, 20 kills, 30 kills or whatever. If they did come up with something a little bit more creative, which I think they could do.
Yeah.
Do you know
All
what I
right,
mean?
just want to speak-
Yeah, cool.
the question that I forgot was when using the directional pad, I've noticed that swapping between weapons is pretty difficult, and it looks like there's a way that you can use your first aid kit without going into your inventory. So I wondered if there was some quick methods of doing that on the Xbox. So I'll leave them with you. See you later. Have a good night. Ta-da.
Those are good questions. Good question.
Good questions. It's almost like, I saw him on Saturday, like yesterday. So like,
You
you
could have
asked-
asked, but why not? He saved them for the show. That's
Saved
good.
them
I
for the
like
show.
him.
That's like, it's funny because that's like when I post something on Facebook, and then like I made the wolf pet in Minecraft, Tito, and then like there was a part of me that was just like, I should tell Diane, but then I was like, no, I'll just let her see it on Facebook because it's better if you see it. And then when I mentioned it to her, she's like, yeah, I saw your Facebook post. And I'm like, what weird phenomenon is this where I'm purposely not asking my wife something because it's also been posted online?
Yeah.
It's just such a weird thing.
It's weird. Yes, so to quickly do it, medikits and stuff, everything medical is on the bottom, on down on the D-pad. So you can, if you press it, I believe you cycle through it. And then when you've got the one you want, so like bandages, you press and hold down on the D-pad. I sneezed again then. Sorry.
And
yeah.
by the way, speaking of using health packs, did y'all know there's this new mode on Rainbow Six Siege which looks exactly like Red 4 Dead? Or Red 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead.
Red 4 Dead?
Red 4 Dead. You remember Red 4 Dead?
Red 4 Dead Redemption.
No, but it looks a lot like Stummies.
It's exactly like Stummies.
And the twist is?
It's a much bigger pill.
So if people, there's a free weekend this weekend too. If anybody wants to try that right now, you can go try it. It's almost over.
Lovely.
I just thought it was kind of interesting. When I saw the news about it, I was like, "Ooh, I should download and try." It's too much work. Lazy Jew. That's who I am.
You are a lazy Jew.
Yep. And that's all the speak pipes.
That is. There's all the speak pipes. But yeah, keep them coming. I like Chinny's brothers. Chinny. I like big Chinny speak pipes. But he's not really bigger than you, but he's older. So older Chinny. I don't know how we describe this.
Ginger Chin.
Ginger Chinny. There you go. Ginger Chinny speak pipes. We like that. Ginger Balls Chinny speak pipes. There you go.
Yep.
That's it. So it's time for some shout outs, I'm guessing.
I think it's time for some shout outs.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Right. Is that it? I keep forgetting that's as short as that clip is. Let's go with Chin. I know, yeah. Oh, but can I just give a shout out to Derek because he's in the chat and he says, I'm close. He's actually getting an arse transplant as I don't think Ion is big enough.
Cool.
Cool. So he's going to get a Kim Kardashian ass.
Oh, yeah. You better split some champagne on that shit.
That's it. Right. Anyway, yeah, Duke, over to you. Shout outs.
Okay. I will shout out Antonio because he was I liked his review there for PUBG on Steam. And he was in Chicago recently, which is not too far away from me. And I was like, why didn't you tell me you were going to be in Chicago? But it was only a brief layover while he was on his way to Florida, which is another state I've lived in. And he was visiting, places.
Disneyland.
No, Universal Studios.
Oh, there you go. That's a cool place.
Yeah. And I'll shout out Greg DeLacy and Richard Webster because, okay, there's a brief story time associated with this. I have to tell it. Sorry.
My favorite time.
It's bonus story time.
Yeah, go on.
There was this guy on, okay, so the Black Panther movie came out in the United States. It's a big deal. This person, this idiot, wanted to make people scared of black people or whatever. So he took a picture of some bloody paper towels and he made up this stupid story about I went to see Black Panther and a bunch of black people assaulted me saying this movie's not for you and now I'm going to the ER. And someone, of course, did a Google image search and they found out it was a stock photo and they were like, lies, dumbass, racist, idiot, what are you doing? So I wanted to make some jokes about that post. So I put up 2 tweets that said, one said, I asked for plastic bags at the supermarket, but the cashier was an environmentalist, so he assaulted me, and now I'm going to the ER. And hashtag bloody paper towels, hashtag fake Black Panther assault. And then I put, someone sneezed, and I said, God bless you, but he was an atheist, so he assaulted me. Now I'm headed to the ER. Hashtag, fake Black Panther attack. So, but I also had the photo of the same photo the guy used. And Rich Webster and Greg DeLacy didn't realize what I was doing. So they were like, are you serious? Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, feel better. And I was like, oh, no. He totally missed the hashtags. And I mean, whatever. Like, I don't feel too bad, but I don't like causing people distress. And I think it's a good impulse that they felt empathy for me and they wanted me to have best wishes. So anyway, sorry for playing that little prank on you, dude.
Oh, you big meanie, you.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad because Rich had put a GIF that zoomed in on Donald Trump's lying, racist ass mouth and false. So I don't feel too bad about pranking him, but whatever. Anyway, who else? I'll shout out Derek Sains and Chinny's brother for sending speak pipes because those are always fun. Thank you. Everybody else should send speak pipes too. Do it now. Send a speak pipe right now. And I'll give a shout out also to the Duchess because she puts up with me every week yelling and screaming while she's trying to do work. What are you doing, Duchess? Work? Looking at stuff? That's your work email. What are you talking about? You just got done with it. Now what? What are you looking at me like that for? Get away from me. Ah! She's twisting my face.
That's how it should be. I like that. That's good. Keeping you in place. I like it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, obviously, my shout out has to go out to the Boss Wave guys who hit the milestone of 200 shows this week.
Yeah.
So 200 shows. And yeah, they very kindly invited me on. You know, I did the duty. I was there early, you know, got on the show, got ready to do it and all that stuff. Was prepared.
He didn't show up on time.
Show up on time. He was about an hour late.
Well, maybe he had things to do.
He did. He was playing PUBG.
It is true that I was playing PUBG. It is true.
It is. Okay. I'm not lying. It is more important. PUBG is more important than somebody's 200th show.
It's not that it's more important. It's
in
just
my
the
defense,
middle of the game.
I was playing PUBG, and I would rather do that than anything else in the world.
Does this mean you're going to be late to your own wedding and you go, what happened? I was playing PUBG.
No one will be surprised.
It's going to get to the point. It's going to get to the point when Tara is coming into the room while he's playing PUBG naked and flouncing herself in front of him because she wants to have sex, and he'll be like, "No, I'm sorry, Tara, I'm playing PUBG." PUBG, forget it.
Yeah.
You know the score. PUBG for life. See you later.
Exactly. It's sex. Forget it. PUBG, yay. Yeah. So shout out to Chris, to Seth, and obviously to Robin. And you know, and all the shows that they produce, and they're still there. You know, they're still going. Where a lot of them have fallen by the wayside, they're still tripping on. So well done to you guys. So well done you. And that's it for me. So over to you, Chinny.
Hey, I'm doing a stretch. There we go. Right. Shout out to the Boss Wave. Well done for 200 shows. Shout out to the PUBG crew, Xbox. What? PUBG crew PC. What? PUBG for life. You know who you are.
PUBG.
And I'm uploading another best bits of PUBG.
Never mind that. What about PUBG?
PUBG. No, but best bits on PUBG. So it is PUBG related. And it also involves the Venga Boys. So enjoy that.
Brilliant. Which Venga Boys song are you using?
That'll be giving away secrets. You'll just have to go to the YouTube channel Veteran Gamers UK to find out. And yeah, it's all good fun. I think it's Best Moments 9. I think it'll be called.
God, I hated the Venga Boys.
Best bits. Who likes them? No one. That's me done.
So well, we're done then.
Yeah,
we're done. Thank you, everybody.
Something less boring instead. Sitting at home, watch TV. Heard I'm so good to me.
Are you seriously talking about video games? How dare you?
How dare you? Yeah, Chinny, by the way, I went out this week with someone who gave me some advice for the stag do.
Okay.
Yeah, said, whatever you do, don't eat the space cake.
I've already got that advice.
Yeah, because apparently...
Yeah, it hits your system 5 hours after because it's digesting food and not taking it.
Correct. Apparently, like, one guy ate some the night before, just said, oh, I'm a bit shit, it didn't work, and then woke up in the morning as high as a kite, apparently.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Space cakes are dangerous.
Yeah, avoid the space cake, apparently. So there you go. I thought I'd give you a bit of advice. I was passing it on.
I'm going with Tara's brothers. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that.
They do.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
They know what they're doing.
I think we're all in trouble if we're all in trouble if I'm being honest.
Stu, they know what they're doing. Trust me.
Okay then.
Like no, listen. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I don't know what that means.
They know what it is like to do that.
Oh, I get you. Like, not trust you, but trust you,
know
as
what I'm
in you
saying?
know what. Yeah. I get what you're
I have
saying.
my
now.
partaken in that before.
Yeah.
Well, Simeon's been to Amsterdam before, so he knows. Apparently,
I'm sorry. He's been to New Amsterdam? You mean New York?
yeah, he's been to Amsterdam before, and apparently, if you go to the Sex Museum while high, it's like the funniest thing ever.
I'm sure it is.
So that'd be interesting. Yeah, no, I'm good. Mega lols. My brother will be there.
He will.
Mm.
Well, I saw a newer name added to the WhatsApp list this week. There was someone new.
Yeah, you'll be careful with him.
Right, who is that?
He's a policeman.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I went on his stag do. It was interesting.
But it's fine because it's all legal there.
It's all legal. It doesn't give a... Who
It's
cares?
all legal. It's going to be a
fine.
problem if you brought it back to the UK and then tried to do
All
some
fine.
stuff.
Nah, he's a good guy. A good guy, my friend.
Try to smuggle some mellow yellow lollies back.
No. I rang him once and he was like, gotta go. Robbery. All right.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Something's going down.
Robbery. I was like, gotta save the world. See you later.
Yeah. 911 people.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a good
Anyway,
lad.
that's it. I guess we're done, aren't we?
That's the end of the show. All right. You happy, Chinny? I didn't use your little outro anymore.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it was better. I didn't mind the intro too much for a bit, but it was alright.
What episode number is this? 424?
424.
Zwei. Never stop. Never stop.
Yeah.
Never stop.
Yeah. Front 242, Nitzareb. Who was the other one? There was another one very similar as well, weren't there, at the time? There's quite a few of those types of thrash
Frontline
metal.
Assembly. I always got those confused. Front 242 and Frontline
Yeah.
Assembly. Which is which?
Yeah.
But Frontline Assembly knew what to do once the whole industrial thing kind of came and went. I mean, I still like industrial music, but whatever. They transitioned into Delirium, and they keep making awesome music. You heard any Delirium, Stu? I think you'd like.
Can't say as I have. No.
Check out their album Karma. That's their best album. It's a really good piece of work, and they just put out a new one, so they keep doing good stuff. They partner with like Sarah McLachlan and stuff. It's like good female vocals along with. It doesn't sound like Frontline Assembly. It's not really. But it's the same kind of creative stuff, just not harsh and atrocious.
Yeah.
What?
Well, that's what those guys specialized in.
Exactly.
What?
It is.
What?
What?
Who, her?
What?
Right.
Right. I'm going to have to go because I'm very tired, I have to say.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to bed and get some
I'm gonna
shut
go
eye.
too. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Yes, have a good night, people.
Night.
See you later.